Welcome back. Love Boat Project, episode number 82. I am your host, Mike Taylor. With me, as always, my co host, Mike Robertson. Ahoy, Mike.
Dun, 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 dun,
Don't,
dun, dun,
don't.
dun, dun,
Oh, I thought you were
dun.
going to go right into Magic Night. I didn't know what you were doing there.
I don't think I knew Magic Night.
Uh, can't unknow it now. It's burned into my brain now.
It's so weird that the Village People appearance was not the weirdest part about this episode.
That's funny. You make a good point. Yeah, that is funny. It is funny. Plenty to learn this episode about the Village People. Topical, the lead singer, aka the police officer, passed away 2 days ago.
Oh my God, I didn't even
Yeah,
see that.
yeah.
Yeesh.
So
I feel like we are going to have to start doing
topical.
like this episode dedicated to
Well, I thought about doing 10 boat horns like they do for wrestlers after they pass, but I was like, we'll be here. It'll take forever. So, yeah, maybe something. So,
R.I.P.
interesting. R.I.P. We're here to talk about season 4, episode 5, titled Secretary to the Stars. Julie's decision. She's always has some decision, by the way. It's always some. The horse lover, Gopher and Isaac buy a horse, and the Village People ride again.
Man, we went from no animals
Jeez.
last year to we have a goddamn horse race.
We got 3 horses on the ship. Like, what do you? Original air date Saturday, November 22nd, 1980. Interesting. It was on from 8 to 9:30.
So we know what's coming behind it.
Well,
No.
yes, but
Okay.
yes, but excuse me. My favorite portion of the show, what else is on? We're going to start on ABC. This is where it gets weird.
Okay.
ABC from 8 to 8:30 is Fantasy Island. Now, this is the first.
Wait.
Yep. Go ahead.
What
Yeah.
time? 8 to 8:30?
8:30.
A half hour of Fantasy Island?
It's the first 30 minutes of a 90-minute episode. They put the first 30 before the Love Boat episode. Love Boat hour and a half. And then at 9:30 to 11 they did,
or whatever the difference is.
Whatever,
Yeah, that is
yeah.
weird.
Right?
I wonder if there was like a cliffhang
Well, there's
kind of
a
thing.
different sort of, and so okay, so this one at 8 is called Possessed. And it says, again, description right from TV Guide. A worried mother brings her suddenly cold and very changed little girl to Mr. Rourke for help. This episode continues at 10 p.m.
That is weird.
Right? I don't know why you would do that. Like, was
It's
it
almost
to
like
try
I
to
wonder
hook people on Fantasy Island? Was it to get like steal rating? Like, it feels like you're cheating there somehow.
Well, unless I am not very familiar with like how Fantasy Island works in terms of, is it one story, then the second half is a different story, or do they kind of like go back and forth? Because that almost feels like they just pulled out one of the storylines and ran
Part
it.
of one.
Right.
Well, I'm not sure, because when and we'll go into the full description of that episode again, they restate the original story that they just stated in this 30 minutes. So I don't know.
So she was possessed after the Love Boat too. Like they didn't clear that up in between.
Well, but I can't imagine they only went into one story for the first, for a Love Boat episode. You're not just going to go and have one story for the first 30
Can you imagine?
minutes.
Oh, I wonder if spelling is just getting creative.
I don't know.
This is a weird time. This post strike has been weird so far.
Very weird. And again, no Halloween episode, right? We have blown past that.
Well, that at least, you know what? I will give everybody credit because of the strike.
Yeah.
I will give people a pass this year, at least right now.
And for the holiday, the Christmas season as well?
No.
Because of the strike?
No. But I think personally, this episode of the Love Boat that we're doing is the last, like, in the can pre-strike
I can
kind
see
of
that.
thing. I wouldn't be
Sure.
surprised if next week we get whatever the beginning of season 4 actually is. So
Makes sense. Makes sense. CBS at 8 p.m., WKRP in Cincinnati, an episode called The Baby. Mr. Carlson's wife goes into labor, and the WKRP staffers gather at the
oh, I
hospital
remember
to
that
be
one.
there when she gives birth.
Okay,
I've
Mike. Now
seen,
I have a
yeah,
question.
yes,
Maybe we
sir.
solved our answer.
Hmm.
Is there a world where CBS didn't want Lonnie Anderson to go up against herself, and so they did that Fantasy Island
Interesting.
thing? Is that possible? Is it something as ridiculous as
Not
that?
possible. And
No,
you'll see
it's
why in just a
impossible. I'm
moment.
sorry.
It's
Okay.
impossible. And I'll explain in just a moment.
Okay.
NBC at 8 p.m. 1977 movie. I swear we've talked about this movie, or it's just like another movie we talked about called The Car. A mysterious driverless black automobile
Is this Utah?
terrorizes everyone. I don't know. It comes into contact with.
We talked
Uh,
about one that was clearly
well,
Christine.
this was within a small town in Utah as it
Yeah.
thirsts for hit and runs.
We talked about that one before. We did. So they're rerunning movies. That's crazy.
And that's a movie. It's not even a
Yeah.
TV movie.
Like we talked about that last season.
Right.
So that is, how are you out of movies, CBS? You're CBS. Like
It's just, they don't even try.
Jeez.
CBS at 8:30, TV movie. Sorry, movie. Called Same Time Next Year. Two people meet by chance, have an affair, and then decide to continue meeting once a year at the same inn. I wonder if it's that Bluebeard Inn, the one we saw in the Caribbean a couple weeks ago. As the decades pass, what began as casual infidelity develops into a deep emotional bond with Ellen Burstyn,
Seen this.
Alan Alda, and I know how to pronounce his last name, but I'm going to say it wrong anyway, and Ivan Boner.
Boners to bone?
Boners to bone.
I think I've seen that.
It rings a bell, but I don't know why it would.
Well, it's also funny that Alan Alda did that, and then the Four Seasons, which is about a couple of 4 couples that do vacations every. It's like so.
It's funny you say that. My parents brought me to the movie theater because they wanted to see a movie, and what did they want to see? The Four Seasons.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a snore fest for an 8-year-old kid?
Well, there's that the car goes in the ice. There's that one scene.
It was very wordy. It was very wordy. It was not cool.
I have seen that movie in the last 5 years, and actually they are redoing it as a TV show, which is actually pretty good because I like the people that are in it.
Sure.
But it is an interesting movie because it is a classic early 80s movie where it is just very quiet and very slow and very
it's
like
so slow. It's so slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, and I remember looking at my watch. I'm like, dear God.
You know what,
How much of this are they going to give us?
That might be the closest we get to Alan Alda on our show.
Yeah,
he ain't getting on this boat. I'll tell you that.
He's traveling by air. He's not messing with this. Back to ABC to answer a few questions here. ABC 10 to 11, Fantasy Island, episode titled The Love Doctor, The Pleasure Palace, and Possessed, which is the name of the first storyline. A movie actress seeks to become anonymous for the weekend and finds the love doctor instead.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Didn't we just have a movie actress become anonymous on our show this week?
Yeah. We just had that. We just had that. Yeah. In fact, this episode, we're going to have that.
Yes.
Pretty much.
I was going to say, the thing I just rewatched today had that.
Interesting you say that. Gordon Hughes' attitude about his life is dramatically altered when he travels back and finds his, quote, roots circa San Francisco 1906. What is this, quantum leap in this island? What
Dean Stockwell's
I don't
played by.
understand. Like anything goes on this. Whatever. We can time
We
travel.
may have to break into one of those
I just
pretty
don't
soon
get it.
because I just don't think I understand it enough.
Or give us the pilot. Just explain how does this island get its magical powers? And finally, they restate the first storyline
Possessed.
that I brought up at 8 o'clock.
That is so weird.
Starring Barbie Benton,
Yes.
Christopher George.
Oh my! Seriously?
Yeah, Gary Bergdorf, Radar O'Reilly, and Lonnie Anderson.
Get out! Really?
Which is why you were saying about the thing, and I was like,
nope, impossible. You can't escape Lonnie Anderson on ABC this week.
I wonder if she used one of her many accents in this
or one of
fantasy
her
island,
wigs. One of her many wigs.
Is that Lonnie Anderson or is that Laurie Anderson from Bristol?
Hello.
Our good chimney sweep.
We don't usually like to do this. I'm calling it. I think we have to do that episode.
I mean, that sounds great to me.
There's a lot of questions. I would love to see Christopher George again. You know we want to see Barbie Benton again.
Of course we do. Look at that nose. Then we can see if Radar eats something other than I'll make a note.
Yeah, I think we have to do that, and sooner rather than later we'll forget.
What's a perfect one? It's a perfect one to do. It's completely
and that'll answer
ridiculous.
our questions. Yeah, there you go. I'll sit through 90 minutes of Fantasy Island.
I'm fine with that.
If we do it, we have to stop a half hour in.
That's right. Go do something else for 90 minutes and then come back. That's right. Episode synopsis for what we're about to discuss. A world famous movie star disguises herself as her secretary to escape her fans. Same. No love guru, no love doctor there.
No, that's the only
maybe unless future owner of the Saints is a love doctor. We'll see.
Thank you. I'm glad you got that one. Yes.
I wish I didn't spoil that one. I was sitting on that one. Julie's decided to marry a very wealthy bachelor. She didn't really decide to marry him.
She very much did not decide. Yeah.
Who also entered the steeplechase. More on that in a few. A woman seeks other company when she finds her husband has lied to her about the reason for their cruise. Isaac and Gopher sneak a horse on board so they can enter it in the upcoming race.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Yep.
This was I'm gonna say before we get into all of it, this was top 3 just silliest episode we've ever.
100%. 100%. This was.
If it wasn't for, and here's the thing, the one quote non-silly storyline involved Lonnie Anderson playing 2 characters and putting on a wig and this weird stalker. That was the non-silly storyline.
And she apparently had other personalities too. Like there was a few of them.
No.
We'll get to it.
I'll explain that to you when we get to it.
She's crazy. That's what it is. Guest stars this week, Lonnie Anderson. This is her 3rd and sadly her final appearance in the Love Boat.
Oh man, I figured she'd be on every year because she's like Schneider. She gets to do character work.
She's great. I mean, I didn't even know it was her. I didn't know it's Laurie Anderson.
They definitely were like, okay, there's some dummies who are gonna think these are 2 different people, so they have to have the scene where she takes the wig off.
Twice. David Doyle joins us this week. The Man Who Loved Women is back.
Stubby winner
for Best Horn Dog season 2. 2nd of his 6 appearances on the Love Boat. Wow, he played someone very similar.
He likes older ladies, Mike. He likes older ladies. The only difference was he just liked horses.
Likes to deal on a horse. That's all it is. He didn't really.
Well, he's not what I would call a shrewd negotiator based on what we saw.
He kept going high. He's worse than. Yeah, you might as well have me in the room.
He went very high immediately.
110, 110. What? Relax, David Doyle.
What is he? The guy's running the Boston Celtics. Nice negotiations.
Oh, hey-oh. Everything must go. Charles Frank is the next guest star. 2nd of 4 appearances on the Love Boat. Do you remember when we saw him last, sir? Or
No.
what season? Season 1, episode 3, as Jim Wright, the senior chaperone.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Love Boat Project number 3. Yes, sir.
Wow, that's
Been a long
amazing
time.
because I will say this, I thought he sucked in this one.
Yeah, so did I. Absolutely.
That is wild. That really changes my framing of it.
He was a lot better in that
Wow.
first
He
episode.
was a
A
lot better
lot
in that
better.
first one. Honestly, the Jim Wright level of like timid would have
Yeah, he was
been way
perfect.
better than whatever weird mix of stalker slash Lothario
It was
slash
weird.
psychopath they were
Just
going
dummy,
for.
too. Just doesn't
Yeah.
grasp the obvious. Yeah, I don't.
I will counter your excellent season 1 trivia question with one of my own. Did you see who he is married to in real life?
I did not.
He is married to the woman who played the daughter of Paul Burke in season 1, where he dies. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So last time we saw her, Paul
Yeah,
Burke
last
was
time we saw her
coughing
was.
up his final words.
It's funny how our last memories of these people is so different than anyone's
Yeah.
last memories of
I,
these people.
I looked this up like a week ago, so I don't remember her name, but I definitely know that she was where I thought they were going to kill off a character. So.
Yeah, I mean,
They
right?
did,
I mean,
essentially.
they
Just
did,
off camera.
really.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's just they didn't have a camera in the room. Well, I guess they don't have an intensive care unit on the boat. No,
Yeah,
horse
but
stable, yes,
yeah.
but
How
no.
about why didn't Doc put him in the infirmary like he did with what's her name
Yeah,
last week? Like,
that's funny. Uh, we'll see Mr. Frank 2 more times on the boat. Next is Alan Ludden, the return of businessman number 1 from season 2, episode 4. Love Boat Project number 29, Merger Talk with Businessman number 1. This is his second and last appearance
sadly,
on the Love
final
Boat.
appearance. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately,
Let
he is ill. He is ill during this.
Yeah.
And he would
Oh,
die. Yeah, he would die like 6 months later. It is very
oh,
sad.
that is sad.
I think he had like stomach cancer, they said. But I gotta say, he goes into the list with the aforementioned Barbie Benton, Christopher George, some others, people that I did not really have any knowledge of, that I just enjoy.
I
I
agree.
just I really liked the Businessman number 1. I think that's one of my favorite episodes that we've done just
I agree.
ourselves.
Mhm.
But and then this one, he came with just this goofball, like obstinate
Thought he was
energy.
great.
He was great. I
Yeah, he was
enjoyed him
great.
so much. So
He was good.
R.I.P. King.
R.I.P. King. No kidding. Which brings us to a Robert Stack, first and only appearance in the Love Boat. Sadly,
Yeah.
starred as Elliot Ness in the Untouchables TV series. 106 episodes. I was not aware of that.
Really?
Yeah, I was not.
I've never seen. I don't know that I've ever seen it,
No,
but I was aware that he did
early
it. Yeah.
60s TV's can be a little rough too. So,
Sure.
host of Unsolved Mysteries from 88 to 2002, played Captain Rex Kramer.
Oh, there were
in the
some. It was
Airplane
funny
movie.
when my first watch was within a day or two. I had watched like the second half of Airplane was on TV, and so it's just that thing where he's got a couple like things when he's kind of talking and everything that are just
can
so
hear
You can hear like the music in the
hear Captain
background. I thought he was
Kramer.
gonna start talking to Robert Hayes. Like it was.
Next, now we're gonna do this one a little bit differently. Next on my list here is the Village People. I'm gonna hold off really introducing the Village People because I don't want to bury the lead. We'll kind of talk about it when they get on the ship.
Sure.
I will say there is something else about the Village People. Years ago, I was friends with this film buff, and they said, "You have to see this movie. It's the worst movie ever made." And I was like, do tell. The movie's called Can't Stop the Music, Mike. I went ahead and added it to the hopper. What is that? It's a musical comedy starring the Village People, Caitlyn Jenner, Steve Guttenberg, Paul Sand, and Tammy Grimes.
Well, I know who
Yeah.
Tammy Grimes is. Who is Paul Sand?
I don't know. I'm not sure who
Do you
Paul
remember who
Sand is,
Tammy
but
Grimes is? I'm
the name sounds familiar.
99% sure Tammy Grimes is Roddy McDowell's girlfriend that he was allergic to.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm
I'll have to
pretty
look
sure
that
that's
one
the
up.
name. Yeah.
But it is
The amount of ridiculous recall we may or may not have about these people is concerning,
it's
to be
both
honest with you.
scary and academic, I should say.
Yeah, great.
I mean, there's a book. I mean, come on. There has to be a.
It's funny. You know, it's funny. It's funny you say that there is a movie, because I wonder if that's where Magic Night comes from, because that song has a very Xanadu vibe to it.
This movie was compared to Xanadu in its
There,
quality,
and
lack thereof.
there you go.
Yeah.
So it all makes sense.
Last but certainly not least, Miss Betty White.
Great.
First of 5 appearances on the boat. Interestingly enough, she'll play the same character in her next 4 appearances.
Get out. Seriously?
Seriously. Plays the same character in the next 4 appearances. Don't know
Crew
why.
member
Don't know who that
related?
is. Don't know. Didn't see.
It almost has to be.
Didn't look like it, like by the name,
Wow.
but we'll see.
Well,
she'll be back 5, 6, 7, and 9.
She was great, and she was great. She was great in maybe a different way than we're more accustomed to seeing her. Like, she wasn't dumb. She wasn't, this was a little bit probably more like her Mary Tyler Moore character than her Golden Girls character. So, but excellent either way. So,
fun fact, Mike. White was offered the role of Blanche, and Rue McClanahan was offered the role of Rose. The director suggested they switch roles since they each played similar roles in the past.
Yeah.
And probably people have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Golden Girls. Betty White played Rose.
You think people who listen to this show don't know the Golden Girls?
I mean, if you're Love Boat specific, or you're an ABC person, maybe not.
I can see that because of that, because I think because wasn't Rue McClanahan in Mama's Family? Wasn't she the like dowdy one in Mama's Family? Like maybe the first season, or like it was a character before, or something like that.
Because they had stupid Ken Berry's wife was in it too. So
right.
There was another.
Yeah, like maybe she was that weird one. This is a Mama's Family project. So
disappointing us. Every time I think of Ken Berry, I'm just like, this guy.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. This show, listen, they can't all be Barbie Benton and Ken and Christopher George. Sometimes it's Ken Berry and Norman Fell.
Awful.
I think you probably know this. I don't know if you mentioned it, but of course, Alan Ludden, businessman #1, horseman #1, was married to Betty White in real life. So.
Oh, interesting.
Which also, I think, vaults them to the top of real life couple chemistry.
Yeah.
Because, we've gotten better at that, but we've had a run of like where these people are like, you guys even know each other?
And it's not even just like the sort of happy chemistry.
Right.
It was the unhappy chemistry that was almost believable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't fake. I think that's harder to fake.
They just had this quality. I just enjoyed. I do wonder, as we get into it, I do wonder how much of this episode I would have enjoyed with different actors that I don't like as much.
I was thinking the same thing, like how much of this is character and how much is.
But I'm okay. But I'm very much okay with that. And I will say, as we finish our marathon first 5 episodes here, where we watched 8 hours of Love Boat, this was a great way to kind of end that, because I needed a light palate cleanser. I'm sure you, as the note person, loved it because you had 2 songs and a horse race. So
a horse race in a parking lot, but we'll talk about that later.
What?
All right. Anything else to cover before we get on the boat?
No, just that I am very excited.
Yeah, I'm excited
to talk about this episode.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I'm just as excited. Excuse me.
I got to say, having a 2-year-old's playroom right downstairs from the studio really gets the props. The props going. We'll bring this back for the 10th annual Acapulco Classic.
That'll be good. And we'll have the replicas in the project.
Oh yeah,
center
we're
here.
selling. We're selling all 7 horses, right? Like
We'll
the whole
sell
race set,
anything on that
and
thing.
it goes
Yep,
in the
glue that's made from the
it goes in the wheel, so you can race them.
Magic Night's still running somewhere. We begin this week with a smooch from a man in giant glasses. These things are
Yeah.
Gold-rimmed giant square glasses. Boy, sign o' the times. The woman he's with thanks him for taking her on this cruise. He says she deserves it. She hasn't been thrilled with him lately. And I wrote, any relation to his eyewear decisions? Hello.
But if you remember, the businessman number 1 last time had those dark tinted, not sunglass glasses. So
that's right.
He's expanded the frame, but maybe lowered on the lens. So.
He likes to accessorize, I think.
Yeah.
She says, can you blame me the way you've been carrying on with Jessica? What? Somebody turns their head. Somebody that looks just like David Doyle was like, huh? An available woman somehow through distress. Before they even introduce him, a guy that looks like David Doyle's all in on this couple.
Hello.
Oh, God, I wish I could do a David Doyle impression.
I feel like if we had like 2 more episodes in a row, we could both do excellent David Doyle impressions.
I'd love to do David Doyle. They should do a David Doyle, like a, good Lord, lookalike contest.
Where's Travelina? Get Travelina back in
Travelina, do some dancing. She goes on and on about how he says Jessica's beautiful and has long legs and how she excites him. What? Jessica's the most beautiful horse I've ever owned. David Doyle lookalike turns his head again. She says that's not a horse, that's an obsession. She asks, can they make this their second honeymoon? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? It's your, it's your dime. Why not?
You want to lie to yourself about it.
Okay, sure. What do you? Okay, sure. What guy's gonna be like? No, hell no. Over my dead body, this is not gonna be our. Yeah, sure. They smooch. Once the smooch, well, she sees a sign in the lobby that says Acapulco steeplechase cruise, which at first glance, Mike, I'm confused as all hell. So they're gonna have horses running around the deck. Like, what are we doing here? Is it to the totem pole and back? Do these horses swim? Like, why would you have horse on a cruise ship?
Did Vinny Del Rizzi and his shady bookie show up to start dropping money on these races? Like,
yeah, are they the wooden horses that go around the pool? Like, what is? There's a lot, but okay. We'll just, Mike, let's just go with it. You know what I mean? Why not? It's been a long intro to the season.
Yeah, we deserve this, Mike. We deserve this.
We do deserve it. She sees the sign. She's not happy. The race is in Mexico, and he says that Jessica's on the ship because she hates to fly.
I
can't.
She's like Wendell. She's like Wendell Sneed's wife.
She is like Wendell Sneed's wife. Oh boy! He tells her she's gonna go see Jessica and bring her some sugar and apples. She says, "What about me?" And he said, "You had a big lunch." Boom.
See, now here's what I'm saying. Yes. This is most of the episode. Most of the storyline is her saying something, him turning it around and around the horse. It's the same, but it is great. It is just it is perfectly delivered. It is stupid, but they don't try to be anything else. No, it feels
real.
It is. Oh my god! And it's like there's like 10 of those, and they're all hilarious.
They're really good. They're really good. Julie is with Vicky, and she's giving a cabin number to a passenger named Mr. Benson.
Boo.
Boo.
Plus, now that I know it's Mr. Right, this is very awkward.
Yeah, it's very awkward, right? It changes things.
You never called me.
Right? Or even creepier,
Yeah. That's
true. He asked if Kim Holland's going to be on the cruise. Julie says yes. That's great. Loose lips sink ships. Real operational security on this ship. Notice there's no security for some like super movie star to come on
or the prince.
Or the prince. Well, he had that guy in his defense.
The Prince Robert Stack. He also was a
Oh,
prince.
okay. I
Yeah.
thought you meant
No,
Schneider,
not
Prince
Schneider.
Schneider.
No, not Prince Schneider.
uh,
I thought we
she says yes.
decided that
Huh.
the ship won him, the security guy,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
just around.
right. He's there somewhere in case something. Don't worry, in case of an emergency break glass. Turns out Kim Holland's handing out the gold cup to the winner of the Acapulco steeplechase, which we'll see is that is a letdown. Okay, let me just say that. I've been to flea markets, ... but that's all. Mr. Benson said he's been a fan of hers since her first film, and he steps a half step closer to Julie, and he says, and that's why I'm on this cruise, to meet her.
Like, okay, just because you want to meet someone doesn't mean you get to meet
Right.
someone.
Right. I'd love to have a bite of your sandwich. You can't. I'd love to have a bite of your sandwich. You can't. Stop. It's crazy. He's just so. Wait, so let me see. Let me ask this. Was stalking just not. You know what I mean? Like, was it just not a thing? Because this is so stalkery. It's literally stalking.
Not to be real life morbid, but I
Go
mean
ahead.
that actress got killed in the 80s. Like,
Oh, that's right.
Rebecca Schaefer.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, yes, I guess that people just look the other way when someone is able to find you on a cruise and then sit outside your cabin. Like,
I mean, it sounds very Hinckley Jr., you know what I mean?
yeah, it's
Jodie
not
Foster
that.
type of nonsense. Yeah, it's crazy. But there's no like panic button on this ship. Like if something just off happens,
No, not at all.
we'll just deal with it at sea when we get
It's
over the
nothing.
deep water.
It's nothing a wig and some glasses can't fix.
That's right. And her accent was so good. She doesn't. She confuses herself. That accent.
What is that? What is that? Oliver Twist?
Well, imagine her during World Cup season. She'd have to fake cheering for a couple different teams.
Oh man,
Poor
Harry Kane. Sorry, I can't go out with you.
God forbid the U.S. plays the U.K. She's out of breath going in and out of her
or
cabin.
Even worse, what if Holland's playing?
Oh no,
Kim Holland will be so screwed up.
She's done. She's so tired. Vicky asked him if he's sure that he wants to meet her because she just won the Sour Apple Award for being the most uncooperative actress in Hollywood.
Ouch.
We'll see. Jolie points out Kim Holland. She's making her entrance onto the ship
under a barrage of flashes.
Yeah, under 4 photographers and their individual flashes. It's blinding.
It really is.
And Kim Holland begins to pose. Kim Holland loves to pose, is one thing I've learned in this 90-minute episode. She says, that's enough. One photographer asked her for one more. And guess what? She's uncooperative. She's not going to cooperate.
I said no.
I said no.
Hey, you know what, guy? Just take the photo.
Like, I know what's going to happen. And they're obviously, it's the same photographers that are on the ship later to take the pictures for the promo. So it's, do we not have enough money to get a different pool of photographers?
Well, I mean, there's a lot. This episode was brought to you by Flash Photography. I think it was those little yellow huts that would develop the film.
Oh, the Kodak hut. Yeah. You drop them off. Oh, they had little tiny people in there because they were tiny.
They were so small huts. Yes.
They were small huts. You get tiny pictures back, which is a weird thing back then. But
what a waste.
She says, yeah, that's enough. Steubing says hello and starts introducing Doc, but Kim interrupts her with a power
2 weeks
play.
in a row, Steubing gets blown off immediately.
Steve, get the hell out of here. Steubing doesn't know what to do, so he goes to the old standby. Yep. I hope you'll be dining with me at my table. She goes, nope.
This is another tough one for Meryl today.
She's like, nope, I'm not coming to your table. Basically, she's like, I'm gonna have all my meals in my cabin.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna spend this wonderful luxury cruise in my 4x8 cabin. So.
Unbelievable. Steubing is physically upset with this. Like, he doesn't know how to process this. He can't believe how uncooperative she is. And Doc
No
says,
wonder you won the sour apple award.
You're a shoo-in. Doc, I've heard of people being frozen after death, but never in the prime of life. A
Now, let me
a
just.
Doc light episode this week, by the way. I will
Yeah, but
say.
he had some good stuff in
He's
that
some good
horse.
zingers.
In that
Yeah.
horse, yeah.
Yeah.
The Mona Maxwell, Richard Dawson, this episode, they have, for the most part, this is how they treat the celebrities, right? There's some gaggle of photographers or newsmen or autograph seekers, and then they disappear and they're never bothered the rest of the cruise.
No passenger bugs them.
Right.
Nothing. Even
Which
Reggie
is,
Jackson didn't get bugged.
Exactly. Which is fine, except that then the one storyline they had with Janet from Three's Company, she didn't have this. So it was like,
yeah.
It's just like, but I like the shorthand of these people are so famous that all these
4
random
photographers
photographers.
show up
Is this Starlight Magazine? You think this is reputable? Is it what's his name's kid? Is it Walter Matthau's kid? Was he in there?
That's funny. Scuttlebutt's out there too. So and it's just all these it's interesting. Mr. Benson approaches Kim. Good luck. He asks if he can have a word with her. It's very important. What is, hey, I've been watching your movies all my life. That's your important. What is it like? What?
There's no way this woman doesn't have mace or a gun or like I know people who are in Hollywood, and there's like a guy who like drops out of the ceiling basically.
Dude.
Like it's like, come on.
You would never be in this spot.
No.
And you would never take a cruise because they're a free
You wouldn't
cruise
know
because
it.
you get to hand out the gold cup.
Well, I mean, Acapulco spares no expense. You saw who they got to announce the race.
Have you seen the racetrack? Come on. They
spend all their money on the PA guy. So
they go Churchill, future home of the new Churchill Downs in about 150 years. We just laid the dirt foundation here.
Mike, it's only the 10th. It's only the 10th.
It's 10th year.
It's only the 10th annual. You gotta give him some time.
Jeez. She tells him they don't have to make an appointment with their secretary and walks away. As she should, by the way. All right, so we're going to talk about this Mr. Garrett. Now, listen, there is I have a history on this show of mixing up names, okay?
Yeah, they didn't do you any favors here.
No. Now, 2 sources say it's Brett Garrett. They end up calling him Grant.
I'm going
Garrett.
Grant. Yeah,
So,
I thought Julie specifically said
happened.
Grant.
I think it's Grant.
Yeah.
But every other source had it listed as. So I'm just going to refer to him as Garrett.
That's fine. Or Robert Stack.
Or Captain, what's his name from Airplane? Like that, Captain
Rex. Yeah.
Enter Elliot Ness in a white suit and a raspberry sherbet colored shirt. Quite a look, Mike.
Hello.
What a voice. Is he wearing a hairpiece, Mike? I was staring. It looked.
It's one of those things where you would say you could either go yes because it looked like that till the day he died, or no because it looked like that till the day he died. So
it's like ash blonde. Like it doesn't.
If he did, he committed to the bit.
Yeah.
But it looks like somebody who has a really
hat
good
off
hairpiece.
thing on Unsolved Mysteries. He would take the hat off. I'm like, I don't know if he would take the hat off if you. But did he?
Well, to be fair, I mean, he. If it is his real hair, it really held up in all that rainy mist that he was always coming out of in Unsolved Mysteries.
He was waterlogged for years on that show. For 12 years, he was just pruny.
It's like it's Steam Pipe Alley. Like it's just like
he couldn't open a sealed bag of vegetables because his fingers were too wet.
If you know where I can get a dry towel,
another great. Robert Stack impression would be fantastic. What a great Halloween costume would be to go as Garrett.
This whole episode would be and once again, we haven't even gotten to the village people.
No, we haven't even gotten to the Reporter asked Mr. Garrett if his affair with the princess is over. So this is a different gaggle of reporters. It might be the same gaggle, probably the same gaggle.
Well, unless it's like, you know how Starlight Magazine sent a photographer and a reporter.
That's true.
So maybe this is just the reporters.
It's funny to me that the photographer just can't ask the question.
Yeah, or
Hey,
just
get
the
rid.
reporter can just snap a
Take a
Polaroid.
picture. Yes. He asked if his affair with the princess is over. Garrett says, it depends. Which princess do you mean? Another reporter, Cosmopolitan just voted you the world's most eligible bachelor. Slow down. Slow down. And what's the age group for the most eligible bachelor before we ask him for a comment? And he says, the campaigning sure was fun. Damn. And then another reporter, why would a man with your wealth and power ride a horse in a steeplechase? And an answer that makes no sense. On a horse, the best I can come in is in second.
Without a horse, the best I can come in is second.
I'm just disappointed in myself there. I feel like I did Robert Stack a disservice. I missed that first part.
If you know how these jokes are supposed to sound.
Garrett approaches Stooping and Doc with Julie standing close by. Stooping introduces Doc, and Mike.
Boom.
Julie's got that look on her face. This guy checks
Julie.
all the boxes.
Just agree, but it isn't one way this week. So
no, you're right. You're right. Stooping introduces Julie to Garrett. We hear violins as Garrett kisses her hand. Oh shit! Here we go, Mike.
Oh shit!
So at this point, we see Stooping is grinning a bit at seeing this. We'll check in with him a little while.
Yeah, his opinion shifts quickly.
Wow. Garrett tells Julie, if all the sights are this lovely, this should be a wonderful trip. If you or anyone you know have seen sights this lovely. Julie somehow manages to say thank you. Garrett's asked Stooping to spare Julie so she can, if you or anyone you know can give me a tour of the show. All right.
Listen, old man, give me your daughter here.
Julie jumps out of her skin. Of course he can. And Stooping says, as you wish. Which is a weird sort of like, as you wish.
No, they were preceding Princess Bride. To love.
You have never seen
You've
that
never
movie.
seen Princess Bride?
I've never seen that movie. My wife, it's a point, it comes up all the time in my
That is, your wife has terrible taste in movies, but she's right about that. That is outrageous.
Yeah.
Your kids aren't quite old enough yet, but they will be soon. That's worse than you not seeing Midnight Run.
They started it.
Which one?
Midnight Run. Sometime in COVID, I started it and then never went back to it. I started it about 8 years ago, something like that.
So you're gonna pick it up pretty soon.
It's on pause on my Prime account. So it's just gotta go back to it. You know, just there's a lot in the queue. Love Boat.
We're gonna stop and do a quick Midnight Run Princess Bride
just
project.
Real quick mashup. I have 2 screens. Do it at the same time. Stooping, Miss McCoy, I hate to interfere in your private life, but where are Gopher and Isaac? No, you don't.
And that's not actually like
he didn't. He just weird, man.
Weird Stooping episode.
It is, but we deserve this. We deserve to be happy. We've weird Stooping one. I agree.
Yeah.
Julie said that they said they had to tend to some very big VIP. Stooping crosses his arms, trying to figure out who this is, and we see Doc turning, seeing Isaac and Gopher leading a horse onto the ship through the lobby. Again, boy, this Stooping,
he's
head
on top of things.
How do you not smell it? How do you not horses
poop
we know everywhere?
Well, because but here's the weird part, right?
Yeah.
So it is the Acapulco steeplechase.
Yeah, it's fun to say. Yeah.
But so I assume there are a bunch of horses. So
it's just a 3-horse race. Is that what it is?
Well,
the only
but it
ones
was
from
7.
America?
So it was 7 horses. But yeah, I guess because did Robert Stack's horse even? You never saw Robert Stack going after his horse. So he probably
No.
had him flown in. So it really probably is just the two horses, which makes it
And they
even
had
weirder.
some jobber horses too. You know, the
El,
Barry
El
Horowitz
Capitan.
of
El
steeplechase
Capitan.
horses.
Oh,
Yeah,
I guess the Village People horse could have been on there too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Talking about
Magic
Magic
Knight.
Knight.
Magic Knight, the 1981 Derby winner. So
Ooh, he's still running. He's still going somewhere, just humming. Magic Knight.
pretty sure I used Magic Knight in a construction paper project in kindergarten. So
That's funny. That's very funny. Julie, who's still standing next to Steubing and Doc, yells, "They're here!" Mike,
and then Doc with the worst introduction ever.
the village people.
No,
What?
he says, "The Village People."
Oh, yeah, and I just want to say this. Now, I skipped them in the co-stars. Let's get into this real quick. Number one, coming in hot. Have we ever seen a guest other than the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders that board a ship with a performance like this?
I mean, I guess technically Ethel Merman and your boy came in singing "We Joined the Navy" or whatever. Yeah, so
that's wow, that's a good one. That's funny. We hear the village people start performing a song in the Navy. And with that, we officially welcome the village people to the Stubby nominee. Looks like we have some sort of biker wearing leather with a Rick Steiner mustache beard, a Native American, a police officer who is the gentleman that just passed away. He's like the lead singer.
Right.
A soldier, a cowboy, and a construction worker.
I would say I didn't remember the soldier. If you had asked me to list them all, I probably would have gotten everybody else. I think the soldier would have been the one I wouldn't have gotten.
Now,
but I think I also remember a lot of it from the Wayne's World sketch in Village of the Village People.
What was America, like wholesome America, supposed to make of the Leatherman? Like, I don't know what. Okay, I see a construction worker like that.
What's your job?
Yeah, like what do you do? What do you do dressed like that? I don't know what.
It's a good point.
It blew me away. Like, what are you doing? They welcome. I don't know what else to do. Everyone claps when they're done. It's amazing. But we're not done with these.
It was good. I thought it was a pretty good. It was weird that that would be like Deacon Dark just coming in and shooting off fireworks. It was
just pew, 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 with the snake, and like everything's
And we'll get to it obviously when we get to Magic Night too. But like you said, this is a Stubby nominee, and that means I believe, and you are doing a running Stubby ballot this year. I believe our current best musical performance nominees are the Village People and Vic Tayback.
Yep, that is you nailed it. Yep, it's been a rough season for musical performances.
Yep. I just want to stop the ballot now. No more songs.
We have 2 Grammy nominees. Vic Tayback. Jeez.
And Tayback's got like 9 songs on that episode. He's got a bugle.
And he does a cover of Magic Night too on the B-side by Vic Tayback.
Magic Night.
Oh, dingbat. Oh boy. It's just the weird part was the round of applause, like the studio applause sort of sound, which the sound gets weird with him later too. It's
also that thing we always talk about when stuff goes on. Like, what if I'm just trying to get to my room and like
I want peace and quiet. These guys
they posted up at the steps, like
just enter the ship with that. Holy crap! All queued up. Like what? No band. Like what?
Plus, these poor guys, are they always in costume? Like, that's tough.
Well, they're quite a vocal group, as someone will say later. The soldier, they walk up to Steubing, Doc, and Julie. The soldier says, "I knew if we sang in the Navy long enough, we'd finally get here." Oof. The cowboy sings, "Too bad we didn't sing If I Were a Rich Man." Okay. Julie welcomes him aboard. The police officer says that this is a hot-looking ship, Captain. Steubing's feeling down on my, put it there. And Steubing's feeling pretty good. Police officer says, "Too bad it's double parked," and hands Stubing a parking ticket. Mike, this guy's got so many empty ticket books. This was, this was his phone number was on there. Like,
You
it
think
was
he's
his
cruising?
way. Oh, he's totally cruising. And Stubing's just completely oblivious to the whole thing.
There's a scene.
1,000%.
There's a cut scene where Vicky has to talk to him. Dad, I just want you to be happy, whatever that means.
Whatever it means. Why do men keep putting phone numbers in your pocket? I don't know, Vicky.
You gave him your hat. You know what that means, don't you?
Right? Yeah, I think you're actually a Native American chief now. We might have an issue. Doc asked if they're going to race in a steeplechase. Of course, you would ask the village people if they're going to race in a steeplechase. The construction worker says, "We have 1 horse and 6 saddles." And I was like, oh, God, where is this going to go? At which point I'm like, don't know, no. The leather man leans in and says, "It's a long horse."
I thought that was funny.
It was funny.
I will say
Leatherman's got a funny voice. I will say that.
The village people, as they went through the whole group, are better actors than the bench of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Oh, God, yeah.
I
had a weird thought seeing them. I was like, I wonder if you had to pick one. Well, we don't know how good they'll be. Like, I wonder if the Harlem Globetrotters would be better at acting.
Yeah,
than
because
these guys.
Like the main guys will, but like how many people actually got microphone time on the Globetrotters, right? It was like Meadowlark Lemon and Curly Neal, right? Maybe one other person. So
Meadowlark Lemon.
Right. Like I don't know that the 5th Globetrotter is any better than the Leatherman or the
They might have a line like that 5th guy might have, it's a long horse.
Or the girl who got sold to Schneider. Like I don't know. What a weird!
Why don't you just tell them?
Weird season. What a weird season we're having.
It's strange. We deserve this, though. We earned this. Stubing asked if they're going to sing for them.
Yes, we already did. We just did,
dude, like 2 seconds ago. The Native American says, "Only if you join the group," and then tells Stubing with some foreshadowing, "You have a crazy looking hat."
Just a boat hat, man.
I know. Like, Stubing should be offended. Stubby'd be like, "Get off my damn boat."
Plus, when you guys went to the costume shop and got your personas, I'm sure Boat Captain was in there, right?
But this is how the village people go on a cruise. You're on a cruise. This is what you just live in the gimmick, right? These are like the Horsemen of cabaret. I don't know what it is they do, but whatever they're doing.
There's a lot of horsemen. Horseman number 1. There's a lot of horsemen in this one.
Whoo! There we go. Julie tells them to enjoy their cruise. They leave, and Stubing says, "They seem like a regular bunch of fellas," and
which
starts
felt
singing
like
in the Navy. Yeah,
that there were a couple comments like that almost felt like, well, we need to get them over with Middle America. So,
no kidding. Because on one level, I thought it was kind of funny because it's like, oh, are they trying to Stubing's complete oblivious?
They
but
didn't go
hand,
there.
like,
they didn't go there. It almost felt like the village people were like, this will give us a little bit of whitewash over the people that aren't, over the church people that are trying to get us fired. Like, so.
I still say it's hard to explain why that guy's all in leather like that with like a harness on. That's all. Like, that's all. That's a little weird to me.
What exactly do you do here?
What do you do? Why are you covered in leather? Like, why do you have, what is going on? Like,
I would love to see the Leatherman's LinkedIn page in 1980.
Yeah. God only knows what would be on the Leatherman's LinkedIn page. Woo. God, that's so funny. We hear the ship's horn and we're off. No ticker tape. A little bit of little cut scenes, nothing crazy.
They could have had the horse on the ticker tape. That would have been great.
Spitting out the ticker tape would have been great. Or the Leatherman.
By the way, Jessica, horrendous name for a horse.
That is a terrible name for a horse. Come on, man. Like Gale. Give me something like, the wind.
Nobody names their horse like a first name. There's always like something else.
Well, not a 3-syllable first name.
No.
Well,
come on.
My wife's name is 3 syllables. So, well, Either way, she's
Well, you're
not
not naming a
listening, and
horse
she's not a
after her.
racehorse. Yeah,
Right.
never.
Oh, she'd be so mad if she was.
Note to self: buy a racehorse with podcast money. Done and done. The guy that looks like David Doyle walks into the horse's stables. All right, stop it. You have a stable, but you have to go down these stairs to have the stable. Number one, what if I'm a paying customer? It's gonna smell horrible. It's
So
just
do
not.
you? So
I
what?
have a problem.
So I thought it was the room where the blood cold was,
Say that again.
because I was never, unless it's like literally a room. So
I know. I don't know where. It's just an odd. But
yes,
okay, you know
it
what?
is.
We deserve this. I'm gonna let it go. Let's have a good time. I'm not gonna get hemmed up. I will say, dog on the boat, I'm fine with it. Monkey on the boat, fine with it. Snake on the boat, fine with it. I'm not fine with horses on the boat.
Why?
I just think it's completely ridiculous to have horses on the boat.
But it's the Acapulco steeplechase cruise.
I know, and that's what I keep telling myself. But it's just ridiculous. The tiny, staircases.
It's the ASCC. Come on, Mike.
I don't know what I'm thinking. I need to get with it. Is what I need to do. Lighten up.
Come on, man. It's a magic night.
Come on, it is a magic night. He walks up to the man with the giant glasses, asks him if this is Jessica. He says, "That's
Jessica.
right." Oh, it's Jessica. Oh, we were gonna nail the David Doyle thing. We got about an hour and a half left to really put this.
By the time we start doing
down.
Charlie's Angels project, we'll be ready. So
we'll be doing John Forsythe impressions. It's gonna be something. He says 16 hands and all winner. Asked if he'd ever seen her race. I'm gonna call him Mr. Doyle. Says, "I sure have, and I'm very impressed." Introduces himself as that's a little weird.
He's stalking him like Tom.
Yeah, he's stalking him
Tom
like
Benson.
Tom Benson. Introduces himself as Cliff Logan. The man in glasses introduces himself as Paul Willis. I want to say it's very important to me when I do notes, and this is something we've talked about from the beginning of the show, is to not give anybody's name before that name is given in the episode.
Right.
And this episode is a prime reason why we do that, and we'll see why, but it really felt intentional,
important,
big picture wise in the story. Cliff tells Paul that he owns a few horses, but he hasn't entered in the steeplechase. He says that field's too fast.
Too fast. It's like me, the cruise ship Casanova.
He offers Paul $75,000 for Jessica, which I did the math. That's $16 million today. There you go. You don't have to do it. I did all the decimals and all that. Paul says she's not for sale. Cliff says $100,000.
Great skills, Cliff.
Just great. How about 80? No. Paul says sorry, but it's nice to meet another horseman. And I wrote horseman. Woo! Paul invites Cliff to have dinner with him and his wife. Cliff accepts. Paul says she's an incredible creature. Cliff says he can't wait to meet her. Paul says you just did. Then says, "You mean my wife? She's nice too." It's a lot of this from Paul's one note.
Paul is in fact obsessed with his horse.
Horses and being like quippy. He just
yeah. The rank and file is horse quips wife.
That's it. She's currently in bronze medal status. We'll see if that changes in the next.
And to be fair, by the end, it's Kim Holland.
Right. So, Isaac enters the stables and Gopher's brushing a horse. Gopher tells Isaac about the $100,000 offer for Jessica. Isaac said, "You must be hearing things." He must have said house. Okay. Doc walks into the stable area, introduces Doc and Gopher introduces Doc to his new horse, basically. He asks them if they're out of their minds, tells them they don't know anything about horses. Isaac says you brush him, you feed him. Gopher says you race him. What's
So
not to know?
so this episode had 2 jokes that I
Mm.
actually went back and rewound because I laughed so hard on them. And this is the first one where
Which
Gopher is
one?
like, we're gonna enter him in the stakes, and Doc's like, he couldn't win a
Couldn't win a
meatloaf.
meatloaf? Yeah. I had that here, but I couldn't remember where it was placed, but it was a great line.
I laughed. So, there's one later. I laughed so hard. It was like embarrassing how much I thought that was funny.
It's a good line.
So
Doc says he's glad that he's dealing with a couple of experts. Asks if the horse has a name. My favorite part of the episode. Isaac says we're thinking about calling him Captain Stubing. Doc says that'll make him think twice before throwing all 3 of you off the ship. And Isaac, he ain't gonna find out.
Chive ass motherfucker.
Chive ass motherfucker. You're talking about that. Phil Harris. Sure ain't find my horse. Shoot. Come on.
Real quiet about my horse.
I want Phil Harris to ride a horse in this thing. Come on. Shit. Julie's giving Garrett his tour of the ship, quote unquote. They're poolside on the Lido deck. Oh, God. Tells her to stop calling him Mr. or Garrett. Simple, Your Highness will do. Ask Julie to tell him more about herself. From a close family, small town in Oregon. Her mom's a great cook. Boring.
I was so disappointed. I really thought we were going to get like 4 or 5 Julie facts in there.
No.
We just got one we already had.
We get one here too. He says that the only time his mother went near the kitchen was to fire the chef.
Because I'm rich, bitch. This guy's like a grown-up Kevin from the Mr. Barrett episode.
Very. Then he gets tells Julie to close her eyes. Ask her what the first thing in that pops in her mind when you think of your childhood. Julie says, poached salmon and red sneakers. Boo.
Great move by Garrett, though, right? This is his move every time because now he can do this little bit that he does later.
Oh,
it's like when
how he dyed the sneakers.
It's like when a fortune teller like meets you backstage or something.
Wow. There's more going on here too. We'll talk about these red sneakers in a moment. I don't know how long Garrett lived after how he dyed those sneakers, but more to come on that in a moment. Julie explained she used to go on hikes in her red sneakers and then come home to eat her mom's poached salmon. Julie tells Garrett, it's your turn. Tells him to close his eyes. We see Stubing watching all of this with his not the same face he had before. He's a little that
judgy
that Gavin
face.
McLeod acting.
This is a very like early season 2 Stubing.
Yeah.
Before they figured it out.
Julie asked Garrett what the first thing that pops in his mind is. And he says, how much I'd love to which Julie begins hyperventilating before he even finishes his sentence. And he's like, have dinner with you tonight. Also, Julie should never play poker. I mean, you talk about a lack of he said 1, 2, 3, 4. He said 1, 2, 3, 4 words in a contraction, and she was like, I would love to. What did she think he was gonna say? Like,
I mean,
Lord, wow.
Listen, it's a prince, man. It's a prince who's coming in hot. Good for Julie.
I like Schneider Prince better. I gotta tell you, just easier to deal with. Julie says, you're on. He puts his arm around her and they walk right in front of Stubing without acknowledging his presence. I thought that was like a weird. And Stubing looks even more concerned. Still no commercial at this point, which we'll talk about that as well. Very long in between commercial breaks for the first act. Mr. Benson's walking in the cabin hallway, knocks on cabin PR 266. A woman answers who looks exactly like Kim Holland. But she has on a brown wig, glasses, and a not so great fake English accent.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Like, what region is that of England is that from?
I thought it
Like,
was like,
she
man,
just
how did they get Dame Judi Dench to be on
who
Love
is
Boat?
who is Rich Little throwing his voice? What's going on here?
Oh, that's a good point. Do you think she learned voices when she was engaged to Rich Little for that
I
episode?
mean, it's all coming together now. We love continuity. Man. It's funny. So I was thinking, I was like, well, as bad as this disguise is, she still has 2 more layers of disguise than Clark Kent had. Like, you would think if like I just wrote Superman in a dopey wig and a bad English accent would have been fun to watch. What if Clark Kent was a bumbling Englishman instead of like a reporter?
My
That's all.
my main well, it would have been the Avengers. My main question
Good call.
is she answers the door knock like within 2 seconds.
Nobody's
So
answering
is
that door
she
that quick.
well, I was gonna say, is she like does she live in the Doris outfit the
It
whole
just
time?
waits by the door. She doesn't sleep. She
Right.
just perches like an owl by the
Like,
door.
shouldn't it have been Mrs. Doubtfire style? Like she's Russian. She's got like the wig half on. Like she's
But like if Kim Holland, right? And she said at the beginning of the thing, if she didn't want it, and again, we deserve it. If she didn't want to be bothered, which she clearly said, it's not dinner time. I don't know why you would answer the door.
right. But especially why would you answer the door dressed as your character? Like
That's what I'm saying, Mike. You poo-pooed me. We might be dealing with a few different personalities here.
I did poo-poo you.
I mean, just.
But so far, this is only 2 characters. That's my only. That's
It's
my
just
only
2.
point.
We're good. Yeah,
So,
we need the third, who does come up later.
that's what I feel like I need to explain to you. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough. He introduces himself as Tom Benson, the future owner of the New Orleans Saints, a few years before he bought the team. No kidding. Tells you that Kim Holland told him to talk to her about talking to her, which is
Unnecessarily complicated.
Yeah, just she basically saying she always tells people that, and I get lumbered with them. And this Benson guy is just clueless. Will you ask her if she wants to have dinner with me tonight, bro? What are you doing here? Like,
this is like asking.
What do you
like? They're positioning her as a major motion picture star.
Well, she has 4 photographers twice. Yeah. I mean, it's more famous than me, so.
That is true. That is true. No one has knocked on your door.
Nobody. I'm accepting all photographers at this point. Yeah. But still, they're framing her as this giant star. Wouldn't you also, I don't know, they're a little loosey-goosey with her, who's on the ship and cabin numbers and this and this and this, and terrible security on this boat. Terrible security. Oh, I forgot I'm hosting. I got sucked up into it. Secretary says that's quite impossible. She'll be dining in the cabin. Tom Benson says, I'm afraid you don't understand. I wanted
really
to meet Kim Holland for years.
Oh my God.
What? Let me ask you, if you're her in this situation,
right?
Why? In what world
why
does this
are
not
you,
end in just a closed door and a phone call? Like,
yeah, no, I agree. There's no, and again, this is where, like, yeah, like because he's not handsome, right? He's playing Jim Wright again, basically.
Right.
He's not smooth. They have pointed out that she is a bad person. Like, it's almost like if you had done it the other way, where she actually is the secretary, but she has this like broad personality to kind of chase people away. Like that would almost be more interesting. But like no one's getting run off by the secretary. And then she basically forgets within 10 seconds of all the things that are going to be a problem with her act.
She just completely ignores the whole thing and she just ditches. Where's I sent her home. What?
Right.
How does... Yeah. By the way, I think she looks better with brown hair.
It's hard to tell because it's so different, but we've talked about this before. That hair is just not something we...
Is it a wig? I know we talked about it, but it looked more wiggy than the wig.
It did look more wiggy than the wig, yeah. So, but I don't understand how hair worked in 1980 either. Like,
I don't either.
Because I assume it's bleached, so...
It's just not a good look. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been... I don't know.
Well, maybe that's why Tom Benson fell in love That's why Tom Benson fell in love with the British secretary.
Yeah, she took that wig off, and he was like, "No, no,
Mm.
no, no."
Oh, you're Kim Holland. I had the wrong person in mind.
Sorry, I was
Sorry.
looking for him, Colin.
Sorry.
I'm
I was
sorry,
looking for
wrong
Ken.
person.
I was looking for Ken Holland, the general manager of the Edmonton Oilers. I apologize.
Also, this is not. I'm looking for that seniors cruise. They were here somewhere.
Yeah, they're all dead.
They're all dead now. No, they haven't eaten in months. Poolside, Steubing walks up to Paul Willis's wife, who has still not been introduced at this point. Steubing asks if she's enjoying herself. She says, Mrs. Willis says, I'll be enjoying it more if my husband was here. Steubing says, there must be a lot of that going on. I seem to have misplaced my crew. Okay, we deserve it. We deserve this one.
This is, well, it was nice because we actually got a Mary Tyler Moore fan service, which we did not get with Ted Knight. So
that was cool.
Yeah.
Here comes Isaac in a robin's egg jacket. Very nice. Again, it's still weird for him to be delivering drinks, but we deserve this. We're good. We're good. I'm not going to. He brings Miss Willis a drink. Looks to be a gin and tonic. Steubing asks Isaac and Gopher where they've been. He says, big ship, lots of thirsty passengers, lots of things to do, and walks away.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't know what work is.
We're all busy. So
Mrs. Willis says, you're lucky they don't have a horse. You'd never see them, which is, if you or someone you love has a horse. Tom Benson's still sitting in Kim Holland's doorway. The secretary opens the door, says that Kim Holland will meet him promptly at 7:30 in the dining room. I don't know why. Tom says, let's make it 7:35. I want to play hard to get. Okay.
Yeah, if this is always Kim Holland's bit, she doesn't have it down well. She should have been like, I'll see you at midnight.
But if she's just trying to duck him, why even answer your door?
Right. Or why then show up to blow him off? Like,
right. Like you're just... Or show up as a third person. Oh boy, a man with a very large arrangement of red roses is knocking on Julie's cabin door. Gift shop, Mike, has this many roses on hand at sea?
I'm glad to see they finally replenished from when that guy bought Gopher's neighbor all those roses.
It is true. I was thinking about that. I was like, boy, they haven't had an order like this. They probably thought that was like a prank call. You need how many? Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'll have you killed. I'm a prince.
If you or someone you love.
I'll never find your body because it's my show.
Oh, God. Julie answers her door and says, yes, says, thank you, just as Steubing and Vicky walk up. Steubing says, I didn't know it was International Cruise Directors Week.
You probably wouldn't either. You didn't know it was their birthday either, you dumbass.
You know nothing. Vicky asks who they're from. They're from Jack Chanot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Head games.
Twist.
Head games. Julie says they're from Grant. And I write, who the hell is Grant? Steubing says, Garrett. And Julie says, Steubing says, Julie, don't you think he's a little mature for you? Julie says, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Besides, there's nothing between us, Steubing, except maybe 30 years.
All right, Merrill.
Yeah, in all of the examples that we've seen of maybe old, young, is this the worst? I don't think this is the...
I mean, it's pretty much equal to her and Paul Burke. And no one made a comment there. And then we're not even getting into like Steubing made a run at the Kissing Bandit blonde. Steubing made a run at Connie Stevens. You know, Doc hooked up with those twins. Like, yeah, of course, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's weird. It's dinner time, Mike. Paul, his wife, we have still not gone to our first break yet. I just want you to know that. It is a crazy long act. Dinner time. Paul, his wife, and Cliff are having dinner. Paul's talking about his horse, Jessica, as their massive dinners are being delivered to the table. Mike, these freaking plates
It's a different horse.
Just like Grandma used to make.
This is how furious I am about the steeplechase.
That's what they're having. They're having the next cruise is Magic Night. You know what I mean? So, but it killed me like watching these plates and these portions. I mean, these were like home cooked meals on a cruise ship. Big thump with these plates. Big.
Well, Mike, I don't know if you heard, but it's the Acapulco
It
steeplechase
is true. I guess you want
cruise,
a carbo load,
right?
you know,
You got
if
to
you're the
sit on top
world's
of that horse.
largest jockey. Yeah, I don't know how that works either.
We're the world's oldest jockey.
Yeah, this guy, if you or someone else you know is too big to be a jockey, he's way too big to be a jockey. Like, they're
Yeah, he
like
really is. I
50
mean,
pounds or something.
most of them are like,
Right.
even Felipe, Felipe, or whatever the hell his
Snap.
name was. Like,
Just it's too big. Or I mean, the Native American was even too big.
yeah.
That was comical. He was pulling a Shawn Michaels SummerSlam. He was overselling. I love it. Soon as the dinner plate touches the tablecloth, Paul starts talking about Jessica again. Cliff, are you sure she's not for sale? I'll give you 110,000. Boy, this guy, just the shrewd
But at least he
businessman.
dropped the integers. Like,
Yeah, no kidding. 180. What? Paul says, no way. Jessica's the most important thing in my life. Mrs. Willis hears this, clears her throat. What's the matter, honey? Something caught in your throat? And Cliff, scumbag Cliff here, look at us talking shop and ignoring your lovely wife. Ask Mrs. Willis to please forgive them. Cliff says, Paul, you're a lucky guy. At which I'd go, what's your problem, Cliff? You know what I mean? Hey, we're here to talk about Jessica.
So is Cliff Logan just another alias for Alvin McNair? And
It's
all
the
those
same
guys?
guy.
Like, yeah.
And he works with Charlie and the Angels. It's all,
Oh, wow.
it's the ABC family, Mike. That's what this is.
That's true. He met all these people at the Aaron Spelling family picnic.
That's right. Dynasty. It's where storylines weave in and out for a whole weekend. So it's really
yeah. Have you seen the episode about the actress who's trying to hide or the actress who's trying to hide?
This 3-hour block of television tonight on ABC. Hope you like Lonnie Anderson in the same role twice. Although I bet you Barbie Benton is in the role. I bet you she's in the
I wonder if Lonnie Anderson
now.
is possessed.
That sounds fun to me, right? Like something different.
I want to see her be the actress, but she's a brunette actress who puts on a Lonnie Anderson wig. So that's the only difference.
Inside Out world.
And she wears glasses and then has to put contacts in. So yeah, it's literally just.
I'm for all of these things.
We're gonna watch that. I'm gonna find it.
Yes, please.
So,
Tom Benson.
Also, apologies. It's 4th of July weekend as we record this, so I'm getting blown up back here. In case you can hear it. So.
Yeah. I can't hear it actually. You're good. Tom Benson sitting alone in the dining room. Secretary walks up, tells him Miss Holland won't be able to join him. She's feeling a bit under the weather. She tries to walk away. Tom, maybe you'd like to join me for a drink. Real quick end of the storyline. Secretary goes, no, I'm good. And she just keeps on walking.
No, I don't know you. I don't know you. You don't know me. Yeah. Are you this lonely? What were you going to do if I didn't answer the door?
Right. You're just going to sit here and just stare at this bottle of wine?
Yeah.
Tom asked her just to sit with him for a while. Well, first he says, I hate to see a perfectly good bottle of wine go to waste. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Well, don't buy it before she shows up, you dummy.
Dummy. Jesus. She joins him at the dinner table. He pours wine and says, here's to us. Asks her name. She says Doris Wilson. They cheers. So I guess she's, when in Rome, right? Cheers away, and I'm just going to start drinking now.
I'm not a brilliant man by any means, but I feel like you don't toast here's to us before you know the person's name. So
that's a hell of a point, Mike. That is a hell of a. So what do you? You're cheersing to nothing. You know.
Here's
nothing.
To us. You
don't even know my name. Yeah, that's a really bad cheers. Or here's to new friends. You could do that. You know what I mean? Like, what's your
here's
name?
To learning your name.
Here's to that bitch Kim Holland. Clink. You know. Oh, Mike. We're looking at the saddest captain's table in the history of this show. It has 6 chairs. It's round and it's in the middle of the dining room. And like nobody's there. Garrett's not there. No guests are there. It's Doc, Vicky, and Julie and Steubing. That's it. God, what we have fallen.
Well, to be fair, it is It is
Crazy.
so bad that Steubing has to comment on how bad it's gotten.
Right.
So
He's so sad about it. Everyone just leaves him. He's so sad. Steubing asks where Garrett is. Ask Julie if he's coming. Julie says, I don't know, but he
I
did
don't
say he
know,
was
man. He
coming.
said he
Like,
was. I'm not his
relax.
keeper, old man.
Jeez. Eager. Steubing says, first, Kim Holland declines my invitation, and then Mr. Garrett doesn't show up. Doesn't sitting at the captain's table count for anything anymore? Short answer, no.
No.
No. And how healthy can these people be with eating cruise food all the time? Like how much chicken piccata can you have in a month? Oh, veal
Plus,
scallopini
have we
again.
have you thought, Merrill, that maybe they were trying to get to the captain's table, but it moves every 5 minutes, so you can't
Dude,
find it?
I bet they can't stomach the food that's served too. Like you just
Or the conversation?
oh, it's the same. It's scripted too. Tell me about yourself. Me, it's just ugh. Uh, Gopher runs up to Isaac, says that it's Captain Steubing. I'm sorry. I lost my track. I was just annoyed. A man in a white tuxedo delivers a note to Julie. Julie asks Steubing to excuse her. Mr. Garrett wants to see her. She gets up and leaves. Steubing does not look happy. Gopher runs up to Isaac, says it's Captain Steubing. He's making funny noises. And Isaac says, good one-liner, well, it's his ship. Which just kind of made me giggle. Horse Captain Steubing. I think he's sick. And they decide to go get Doc. Isaac and Doc arrive at the captain's table to get Doc. Gopher says he needs Doc because one of the passengers not feeling well. Basically, Isaac, they're alluding to it, the fact that it's a horse, not saying it's a horse. He's like, yeah, Doc, he's a little horse. Doc finally gets it, said he shouldn't stall him any longer, and he excuses himself. So now it's just Vicky and Steubing at the prestigious captain's table. Vicky asked to be excused, says she's not hungry. Vicky leaves, and now this is the saddest captain's table in the history of the show. That is just honeymoon salad, let us alone, just him by himself. And with this, at 19 minutes and 53 seconds, we go to our first break.
A while since we had a 20-minute act. That's a long time.
And it moves though.
Like there's a lot of filler behind it. Yeah. So.
Julie knocks on cabin PR 301. Mr. Garrett answers. She calls him Grant again. And again, I just big notes. Why is she doing that? His name is Brett. I confirm with two sources. Garrett's cabin has dinner set up with candles and champagne. He snaps his fingers and says, gentlemen, and two violin players enter the room. This guy, Mike, come on. If you, this guy is as smooth
if you
or
someone you know needs a wind instrument or a string instrument.
You need violinists at the snap of a finger. Long story short, he takes the lid off of dinner, and it's a pair of red shoes. He says that's as close to red as I could get with one bottle of. Did you catch this?
I did not.
Mercurochrome.
Oh, God.
Which I love weird stuff like that. So I I reached out to our research department, which BS, it's me. And mercurochrome. Mercurochrome is a topical antiseptic.
That's the Paul Simon song, right?
Oh, I wasn't ready for that one. That was really good.
Mama, don't take my mercurochrome away.
Oh, God. Topical antiseptic that leaves a bright red stain due to the mercury content. The original formula is no longer sold. So these sneakers soaked in mercury are just out in the open for everyone to breathe in.
Well, luckily they had them under the tray. They're not washing that tray either.
Ever. They just put red food on it. They don't care. Oof. Back in the stalls.
If you or someone you know died on a cruise of mercury poisoning.
Mercurochrome.
In the Thanksgiving of 1980 time period.
Kidding. Did you have a cut treated with mercurochrome? Back in the stalls, Doc is looking at Captain Steubing the horse. Doc saying, look, I'm a people doctor. Gopher explains they spent their life savings on this horse. How much do you think they spent?
I mean,
What's
I
life
assume I
savings for
thought maybe
Gopher?
he spent the money that he got for the Mallory quest last week. So
Hmm. I totally forgot about that. Uh, Doc checks the horse, says there's nothing wrong, says the horse needs some fresh air and exercise, and leaves. And there's horse crap everywhere. That's the other thing.
this is worse than the monkey.
Yeah, this is just a bad. E. Now we're in the Acapulco lounge. Tom Benson is dancing with Secretary Doris Wilson. She asks if he's thinking about Kim Holland. He says yes, and how glad he is to be here with you instead. He goes on to say that women put him in a sense of panic until he met Doris. There's nothing to panic about, Tom Benson. It's all about being just as cool as the other side of the pillow. Don't panic.
You've already breached the hardest part of this.
Yeah,
So.
no kidding. You sat in the doorway like you. Garrett's dancing with Julie, and they're not really dancing, Mike. They're kind of like barely moving and staring at each other's neck. It was a weird, like, it was just weird.
Would this have been better?
Mm,
Would the Tom Benson thing have been better if everything is the same way, but he's not on the ship to meet Kim Holland?
yeah.
He's just on the ship, and Lonnie Anderson in costume goes out to get something to eat, and they fall in love, and then he finds out that it's Kim Holland's costume. Wouldn't that be better?
I agree. I do think it would be better. And you know who would be great at this role? And as you were saying it, it just popped in my head. This would have been a great Tom Hanks.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Like it would have fit into, the
Yeah.
reluctant situation or kind of, and it would have taken the creepy out, I
Well,
believe.
and it also, if you had just played him like Jim Wright the first time, it would have been
Yeah.
fine too.
I
Like
think
a,
he
timid.
overthought it.
Yeah.
Something. You know what I mean? Like it just, I don't think he's the right guy for that role.
No, I agree.
Stooping Doc and Gopher at the bar with Isaac, all of them watching Julie and Garrett. Doc says only two things. Oh, is this one of your favorite one-liners here? Because he had a good one here.
No.
Only two things can make a man look like that: falling in love and watching an ex-wife get remarried. Which man made me laugh when he said that. Gopher says that Garrett has a reputation for being a womanizer. Stubing says maybe he should cut in for just one dance, which I wrote that's against the established cut-in rules that we've defined over the history of this show. Am I right?
Yeah. Well,
That you can't do
luckily he
that.
gets his just dessert. He gets his just dessert when he cuts in. So
It's just, you know what I mean? Just not. Stubing walks up. He has to cut in. Garrett says, of course. Julie's not cool with this. Well, it wasn't, they wouldn't dance for long because there was a whole lot of entertainment about to go down.
well, but to be fair, Stubing starts in on his
Nope.
be careful. And Julie's
don't
like,
want
I
you
don't
to
know if
get
you
hurt.
notice, I'm a big girl
I'm a
now.
big girl now.
Fuck it. I have to go do my job. So it's just like,
Jeez. And then runs
boy,
to the wireless mic. Yeah, it was.
Stubing getting his advice refuted and being told to stop dancing. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
quickly too.
Yeah.
That scene with him and her couldn't have been more than a minute.
No, that was great. Good for Julie.
Good for Julie. Got time for that. Up it's showtime, Mike. Julie asks everyone to take their seats. Well, I don't know why you take your seats because you're about to jump right back out of them. You might as well stay standing.
You pay for the whole seat, but you only need
I
the
mean,
edge.
and they have a very special treat. Is it a very special treat if it already happened on the main deck earlier?
Well, it's a different song.
It is a magic night, though, Mike. It is a magic night. Is it magic night with an N or with a K? Just think about that.
Or an NITE or an
Right.
NIGHT. Yes.
Magic kite, could be one of those.
Yeah.
Like Ben Franklin. As this is happening, we see Garrett being approached by a woman. She grabs his arm. He says, lovely gown, and she walks away. It was sort of a weird interaction. Julie's explaining that one of the horses in the steeplechase is named Magic Knight.
Magic Night.
Turns out the village people own the horse, named him after one of their songs, and they are here to perform that song right now. Julie calls them a very exciting vocal group. And we get our second Village People performance and yet another stubby nomination for the Village People.
Magic Night. I
So
liked In the Navy better than Magic Night,
I
which
did
I don't
too.
think I'm supposed to, but yeah.
No, this is the big number. I thought they were
Yeah.
going to get another song in, to be honest, because I thought this was early. It was weird. You could hear the steps. I don't know why they did that. You hear like tunk, 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 like the shuffle of the feet, and I'm like, we know this isn't real audio. I don't know why you're bothering to. Who's the ADR guy here? Who's doing
They have
this?
all the
It's just
extra. They have all that extra ADR this year they're not using because Julie's okay. So
because
it's
Julie,
like,
yeah, you just have people stepping on wooden things in a room, adding
it's
sound.
like
I was
old,
just
it's like an
that's
old
so
radio
weird.
drama. It's like,
Yeah, where the horses? Clop, 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 clop. It was just. We go to our second commercial break. I mean, you kind of have to after the Village People, don't you think?
well, they dropped the balloons
They dropped them on the
again from the
Village People.
ceiling. They dropped them like when Charo showed up and sang that one time. But like, what time is it? Like, is dancing over now?
5:00.
Because there's balloons everywhere.
Dinner just started.
The giant plate that Horseman #1's eating is going to be filled with balloons.
It might be horse too. You never. The weird thing here is, I've been to a bunch of shows where they've released balloons, New Year's Eve shows, whatever, and they always release them on the crowd, not on the band only, and not on the crowd. So it was like, yeah.
Mike, this is where the cage is rigged above the stage. I'm sorry.
Something where they can only afford like 8 balloons. Like, we're not going to waste them on the plebes.
It just seems unnecessary. You already have everybody there. It's like a well-lit dinner room. Like,
very unnecessary for a balloon drop after maybe a 2-minute lip synced Magic Night.
Magic Night.
Maybe for YMCA, completely different.
Yeah,
I say
I really can't believe
for YMCA.
I honestly can't believe they got off the boat without singing that.
I think YMCA was after this.
Oh,
I think buoyed in the Navy was prior.
Buoyed by the success of this Love Boat appearance and their their 6th place finish in the Acapulco steeplechase classic.
Oh, well, second to last without the horse. You know what I mean? That counts
just
for
saying.
Something.
Hey, it's not last.
We're getting better. That's true. We're back, and Mrs. Willis is getting ready for bed. She's spraying perfume on, which seems like a weird thing to do to get ready for bed. Like, let me just spray some.
You don't know what Paul Willis is into.
You know what that perfume is called?
It's horse perfume
too. It just smells like his horse. It's Stetson, you know.
Equestrian by Menem.
Loves it. Steeplechase. Now available in the merch store. Steeplechase toilette. Paul Willis comes out of the bathroom in a full cowboy outfit. Tells her he has to go get Jessica ready for bed. I'm like, what are you doing to get her ready for bed? Like, what are you role playing? Like, what's going on? What is Jessica dressed as? Like, is she a Native American? What is going on here? Good Lord. She is not happy.
He's method. Paul Willis is method, if nothing else.
He says, you could go with me, but you don't know what to do, and leaves the cabin. And Mrs. Willis says, neither do you.
Yeah, won't.
Facts. Tom Benson, Saints, is walking with Secretary Doris Wilson. She tells him that she had a lovely time. Tom, this is where you're supposed to invite me in for an after-dinner drink. Dinner and dancing did go very well. She says, it is, we did, and I'd love to. But Kim is in her cabin. And I think that she really believes that Kim is in her cabin. I really think
it's a great reason to turn down these unwarranted advances, though.
100%. They smooch outside of the cabin. Peter asks if she'll see her tomorrow. She says, oh yes, Kim doesn't know what she missed tonight. Which takes me right back to England, the way she said it. My eyes were closed, and I felt like
it's real Dickensian stuff.
Yeah, it was real Jane Austen, this one. She enters her cabin and says goodnight to Tom Benson. In Gloria's cabin, she sits down, and this is some acting from Lonning here. Looks in the mirror, takes off her glasses and takes off her wig, the brown one, and says, oh, Kim, You're headed for trouble. Which is what I
Not
do every
since,
day when I take my face off. I'm like,
not
oh, Mike.
since, not since Kimberly took her wig off to reveal her
Oh, God.
brain scar has there been such drama.
Just wait.
And that was another
Whoa.
spelling show. Spelling just kept ripping himself
They
off.
love it. They love it. Scars and like actresses who want like privacy. He loves it. We are back in the Willis cabin. Mrs. Willis is in bed reading a book. What time do you figure it is? What time of night is this?
11 o'clock.
All right. She hears a knock on her cabin door at this time of night. She answers the door, assuming it's Paul. But why would Paul knock on the door?
Well, she asked if he forgot his keys.
Ah, that's right. But nope, it's Cliff. Cliff says, "Is Paul busy?" He looks.
I decided to up my offer to $8 billion.
No kidding. Cliff apologizes. Mrs. Willis says he's busy, all right, with Jessica. Cliff, instead of with you, the man is demented. Cliff says, "I'll catch you at breakfast." Cliff's not done.
No.
Cliff leaves, comes back, asks if she would like to have a nightcap and do a little dancing with him. Over my dead body, Cliff. I will throw you right off this ship, sir. She says, "What about Paul?" Cliff says, "3 for dancing, no fun," which I thought was kind of a funny line. And she agrees and says she'll go get changed. Like, okay, well.
I mean, drinks isn't anything.
Dancing?
Well, but here's the thing.
She doesn't even know him.
But she's mad. This guy's being, he's being a horse lover, not a wife lover.
Yeah, but this is egregious right here.
Oh, I don't think you would have handled it well.
No.
But I also don't think you would have been going on a cruise and spending all of your time with
unless
horses.
It was a poodle down below in a stall. "I'll be right back. I gotta go check on Piper."
The man who loved poodles.
Oh, that's funny.
You would have absolutely given that guy $75,000 to $100,000 for that poodle.
I would have been like, he would have been like 75. I'd have been like, "Here's 200. Go ahead." Julie and Garrett are walking on deck. He finds a perfect spot and lands a smooch on her. And somehow Julie looks surprised, which is so weird to me. Like, how do you...
Hey, listen, except for Gopher, Julie hasn't been kissed much in the last year, so...
Garrett pulls a necklace out of his pocket, puts it on Julie. He could have just given it to her, right? That's sort of a...
No, that's
like putting
that's
saddle
charming,
on a
dude.
horse kind of thing,
That's
right?
not like putting a saddle on a horse.
Let me knight you, bow, like that kind of thing. Like, hey, I can put it on myself, Get out of here.
I don't think handing a woman a necklace. Are you saying like not even in the box, just like loose? Like
not
just
even
here,
in the box,
here,
just loose.
Here, put your hand out.
It's in like a leather bag, loose in the bag. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's not even strung.
I wouldn't even touch the leather bag. I would push it with a stick towards her. Here you go. There you go. And that's yours.
Oh, that's why you finished second in Cosmopolitan's most eligible bachelor.
That's right. I'm never going to win with this behavior. Julie says she can't accept this. Garrett goes, "Not even from your future husband." Oh God, boy,
what a backdoor! What a backdoor proposal that is too. Like
he had that plan too. It's just, geez, tells her that he wants her to be his wife. Goes on to tell her that they'll have the life everyone dreams of. Life's full of chances. Take this one and you won't regret it. If you, someone... Tells her not to give an answer now. Sleep on it tonight and tell me tomorrow. They smooch again. He says goodnight and walks away. Okay.
So this is, I believe, Julie's third marriage proposal that we've seen.
Right.
But yet none of them have been real proposals.
No, this is kind of a...
Stanfield, remember Buddy Stanfield? That was that weird one where she wasn't even sure that he was asking. Chanel, I think they just talked about it, right? But it was
kinda,
like never...
Yeah.
It was just kind of like more about going to Alaska, raising the kids kind of thing. And then this, it's like, hey gentlemen, let's get a ring. Let's get a knee here. Let's go. Take a knee, boys. Come on.
It's just crazy.
Julie's having a comeback season, boys. Let's get a ring out there. Come on. Put that necklace away. And let's hit Zales and get a ring, Prince.
No kidding. Let's get some CZ or something. Like,
Yeah,
just let's not
exactly.
jump. I was going to say that necklace is not, although you never got a really super clear look at it. We just have to assume it's some
I
awesome
thought it was like,
necklace.
oh, see, I thought it had candy in it.
It's funny. I don't, I just a horse's hoof in amethyst.
Everything's horse related this
Everything's
week.
horse related with this guy. His bed is horse hair. Everything. His diet is
Oh,
horse. Steubing's in bed, and Isaac and Gopher are walking Captain Steubing the horse at 4 a.m. As Isaac is calling out the horse's name, the human Steubing hears this and wakes up. Steubing, who wakes up and yells, "This is Captain Steubing. Who is calling me?"
we saw this guy sleep through an entire morning on the deck. And then they were bringing in breakfast and coffee, and he
Yes.
didn't budge.
He didn't even budge.
And now he's hearing through. It's not like his cabin is like on the stairwell.
No, it's
Come
not. It shouldn't
on.
be near anything. And also, he has his Ebenezer Scrooge shirt, sleep shirt on. So weird. Did I miss it? Oh, Steubing, you missed it.
I'm checking on your daughter, dude.
No kidding. Like,
You shouldn't be able to hear
jeez.
outside because you have your noise machine on.
Well, he sleeps so well because he's always so full. You know what I mean? You know how that is after a
see,
meal.
that's what it is. It
That's
was a
what it is.
bad. It was
He
a
didn't
bad
eat 'cause there's
captain's
nobody to
table. He
eat
didn't
with.
eat.
Yeah,
That's
he didn't eat.
So.
He likes to pick off other people's plates too, I would imagine.
Captain's tax.
I get 30% of your French fries.
It's an old sea shanty.
If you don't give me your fries, I will crash the ship. There you go. It's real
If
simple.
you or someone you know has had your food taken.
Have you given your fried food to the captain? Steubing's now on deck, asking if anyone called for him. Gopher and Isaac appear. They tell Steubing they didn't hear anything. He asks if they heard his horse running around. Gopher and Isaac laugh, and they start recreating the clopping sounds that Steubing heard.
This was a lot.
That's great. Isaac and Gopher return to where they left Captain Steubing the horse, but the horse is gone.
Gone.
And we go to our second break.
Again, very silly, but they looked like they were having fun with it.
It was fun. I love their chemistry.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have a moment later where they're talking about being buddies that I just loved. It just warmed my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Back from break, Mr. Willis is waking up. Mrs. Willis waking up. She says, "Paul," and she rolls over to put her arm around him, and it's not Paul, it's a saddle. I mean, better than a horse head, right? I mean, it could be worse. She wakes up and screams.
It'd be great if it was David Doyle's head. Don't mess with me.
Paul's
Don't
like,
mess with my wife.
He blames it on Jessica. Jessica made me do it. It just turns the whole. She wakes up and screams. Paul comes out of the bathroom still in full cowboy gear. I don't know if he slept in that denim or.
Maybe he's doing Toy Story promotion.
It's topical. That's funny. She asks why there's a saddle next to her. He says he's cleaning it. She shoves it off the bed. He says, "Be careful, you might scratch the hide." She says, "What about my hide?" Whoa, saucy.
Yep.
She tells me I need to talk right now. He says, "I can't. I got to get Jessica ready for the big race. I'll see you later." Takes his saddle. He's gone.
Deuces.
Deuces. Bye. Oh, man. A very tired Isaac wakes up Gopher asleep across a counter in the lobby. They haven't found the horse, which I'm like, what? How are you sleeping? If there's a ding dang, how hard is it to find a horse on a, like, you guys didn't split up?
It does seem imperative that you find the horse.
Find the horse. Like, that's super important. What are you sleeping for?
Like, I mean, what happened was bad, but like it could have been so much worse. This horse could have killed many people.
Can you imagine an angry horse like stomps,
kills Vicky. Oh, God.
We've already seen how vindictive Jessica is, so we hear Steubing in the background saying, "I want that mess cleaned up immediately." And immediately, speaking of immediately, I'm like, this goes back to my point about horse poop. I thought for sure this was going to be some humans leaving ungodly large remains.
Not in 19. You can't do that in 19.
No. Shame on me we didn't deserve that. Steubing walks up, says he won't tolerate it on his ship. Supply room looks like a truck ran into it. Somebody broke in and stole every carrot and apple from the galley. In the background, the elevator door opens. Captain Steubing, the horse, is standing in the elevator. I love that they named the horse Captain Steubing. It made me giggle several times when doing the notes because I had to write Captain Steubing, the horse. It just made me very happy. Isaac tries to distract Steubing by saying he'll make him an extra large Waldorf salad. Are you familiar with Waldorf salad, Mike?
I mean, I know the name. I don't know what's in it, but
it's marshmallows.
Wasn't going to guess that.
Apples. A good friend, a longtime friend, always brings it for Thanksgiving. And my joke is that
I thought you were going to say a good friend was in the salad.
Yeah, my good friend Waldorf. We named it after
Stadler and Waldorf.
I always joke that it's apples and mayonnaise. And you're like, it's not. No, it's not. It's pretty good.
That's a good joke, though.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. I mean, just trying to lighten
pretty
up.
Good. We should lead with that. We should put that in the clips.
Oh, and Mercurochrome. The Mercurochrome.
Oh, the Mercurochrome is going to be the clip. So.
Steubing wants them to find out who's responsible and bring them to Steubing's cabin at once, not off his cabin. You know he means business.
Right.
Or it's close to 3:00.
Or they're an old lady.
Or they're an old lady.
Jilted by their husbands.
It's those two old ladies on the masked the Billy Crystal episode that are going to have to deal with this horse situation. Doris, the secretary, is getting ready for the day. She puts her glasses on, adjusts her brown wig, and there's a knock. Oh, boy, it's Steubing. Old busybody. No business showing up. Doris answers the door. Steubing says the ship's photographer is waiting for her. Miss Holland agreed to do some publicity for the line. And Doris says she's not here. She's on the Lido deck. You got to get up pretty early in the morning, dude, to get one past Steubing. Are you sure? I was just there. Details. Doris says, of course I'm sure. I just spoke with her on the telephone. You just messed up. This is an episode of Steubing for hire.
Listen, the first rule of lying is less is more.
Yeah, don't.
All you have to say is, I don't tell you, man. So look harder. Look, it's a big boat. Like,
if people volunteer information before you ask for any information, it's a dead giveaway that you're full of it.
Yeah, all you have to do is say,
but
is she here? You say, oh, I don't know. She went out for a run.
Yeah, where did she go?
He's not gonna find her if she went out for a run.
I don't know. She didn't tell me. Okay. Overthinking.
Yeah. Mind you, how about you mind your business? Is this about the captain's table still, old man?
But still, so Doris, old Panicky here, Panicky Pete, this calls for an explanation. Steubing, please come in. And we have transformation number 2, just so we don't miss it.
What if he had killed her?
Off.
Or if she had killed him? This calls for an explanation if Steubing gets killed.
The owner of the Saints came to my room. Kim Holland killed him. I'm not Kim Holland. It's very simple. She says, I put these on and I'm no longer Kim Holland, nor am I hassled, ogled, or pawed. They're my freedom. And Steubing, who is impressed by everything, including magic, makes the same face he made when the amazing Alonzo performed one of his tricks and says, it's remarkable.
Remarkable.
This guy, just give this guy like impressions. Just this guy's easily impressed.
Turn on a light switch.
No kidding. Imagine a clapper. He'd have passed out if you showed him what a damn clapper was.
For the rest of this is, you always bring this up, but it's a radio drama, right? They're just like, Steubing is just like, so you mean to tell me that you, a big Hollywood star, are hiding underneath? It's just like, he's just doing every like narrative you can do for this.
They're watching the clock. They're like, we got 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Thanks to Fantasy Island screwing us.
You telling me the Village People won't do another song? We got to have.
How can they not do a third?
That horse race is going to have to be 45 minutes.
Well, it almost was, actually. So we'll see.
You know Alan Ludden is ill, right? We can't have him on the horse that long.
No kidding. That's what killed him, apparently. Oh. She says there's no one she'd rather be than Doris because she has a date today, which isn't true because she just disappears.
Well, here's the thing. So she
Why'd you just tell
agreed
him?
to
Like, this is so
go. Well,
stupid.
but here's the problem. She agreed to go to Acapulco with him.
Right.
But then we find out that same day is the race. Kim
Right.
Holland's only job is to be in Acapulco as Kim Holland. So what was her plan? Was she going to Mrs. Doubtfire this thing? Like,
I think Kim Holland needs to talk to Gloria, the secretary, because they don't know. Either she's a terrible secretary or she's a terrible secretary. I mean, right.
she's a
You
bad
can't go
liar.
with him. What do you?
No, you
Well,
can't go.
You better throw that wig in your back pocket, Kim. What are you doing?
Yeah, before I go, I'm going to get a makeover. So I look like Kim Holland.
Sherlock Steubing puts together the fact that the guy she has a date with doesn't realize Doris is actually Kim Holland. He comments that finding out could be quite a blow to him. Thanks. Real
This is
grasp of
just
the obvious
so.
here.
Yeah.
Steubing says, you need to decide what you really want to be, Kim the star or Doris the unknown, then leaves. I want to be like, hey, butt out.
I want to be left by myself.
Leave
please.
me alone. There's a horse on ship, okay, named after you, and you're coming after me? Leave me alone, dude. Jesus.
Plus, you are being propositioned by at least one member of the village people,
Right.
Merrill.
At least he staked his claim at the end of the episode. That Native American had an eye on him. Just a couple of good fellas. There's another knock on Kim's door. This time it's Tom Benson. Oh, God. Kim answers. No, I'll say this. This is not my favorite storyline.
No.
The episode's fine, but it's not.
I didn't like this, and it got way too much time. It felt like,
and then they drug it out. Like it had to end. It should have ended here. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Kim. Blah, blah, blah,
I didn't like that one. No,
I didn't either. Kim answers that she's not here. I don't know where she is. Close the doors, and she goes back to staring in the mirror again.
Killed by Jessica the horse, the vindictive horse.
No kidding. That damn Jessica took him out. Doc is shocked. Garrett asked Julie to marry him. Doc yells, he asked you to marry him? Doc asks if anybody knows. Julie says they do now. She doesn't know what she's going to do. Doc storms over to the poolside bar and tells Isaac what's going on. Isaac says he what? Grabs a customer's martini, downs it. Apologizes to the customer, starts to remake the drink. Gopher walks up. Isaac tells him. Now Isaac grabs the remade drink and downs it. Says he's old enough to be her father. So they all decide to pay Garrett a visit. Okay.
Yeah.
Kim Holland's taking pictures by the pool. Same 4 photographers in this photography pool. Tom Benson walks up and he's just kind of standing there, dude.
He is standing in the pictures.
Yeah, like Tom Benson in the background. Like they didn't have Photoshop. All those he ruined every picture.
Every picture for the princess line as Tom
They're gonna
Benson.
be so pissed. We didn't want Tom Benson in the picture. Who the hell are you?
Who's this grouse behind?
Who's this weird stalker sad man? Walks up, says he's been looking all over for her secretary, asks where she is. Kim said, I sent her home. Why would she say that? It's so that you panicked? Is that a panic lie?
That's a panic move.
Terrible lie.
Yeah. She didn't think this out.
God, no. She was spending far too much time on personal matters. Tom asks if she left a note. Kim says, no.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Double birds to you, Tom. That's your note. Kim says sorry, and Tom says, I bet you are. Kim goes right back to posing.
Yes, Kim does not care.
Kim doesn't. That's why I'm saying it's the work of a psychopath here.
You are right. She does
a completely
have
different person.
Very different feelings. Right?
Like she doesn't even know who this guy is. Like she doesn't even. It's crazy. Doc, Isaac, and Gopher arrive at Garrett's cabin. They knock. Garrett's in this awesome jockey outfit. They want to know what your intentions are with Julie. He says, I intend on marrying her. They try to delicately tell Garrett that Julie's a lot younger than him. Garrett says he just wants to be with Julie. Gopher says, could you just adopt her? Which made me laugh. Doc, I guess all we can do is wish you luck. So, boy, this is a 2-second, forget it,
Well,
never mind.
the funniest part of that was Doc tries to say that he's old. Then Isaac tries to say she's young.
Right.
And then he looks at Gopher and he's like, "You want to try?"
That's funny. It is funny. I said, great job, guys. You talked to him for maybe 4 minutes and lost all steam.
Right. You're not going to win. You are not going to win. Even with Doc, you are not going to win
No,
the
not with
Machismo
Garrett, not with
contest
this
with
guy.
Garrett. Yeah.
Garrett says, and to prove your point, he says, Julie's the one with the good luck. She's got friends like you who really care about her.
God damn, you charming
This smooth son of a... Steubing's walking down the stairs to the deck with Julie. She tells him everybody's excited for the race this afternoon. Steubing says there's something else to be excited about. Tells Julie that he heard about Garrett's proposal. Julie's shocked that Steubing knows this. Asks how news gets around so fast. Just then, 11 passengers with white T-shirts on say, turn around and they spell Julie say yes. Steubing says that's one way. Julie, the trouble with Garrett is he's perfect. Because I've known him for 21 hours.
But here's the thing. Julie is very impressed by all this, but she's not head over heels committed, right?
No,
she's just taking it. She's taking it all in.
If she was, she would just given the yes.
Right.
Like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we go to our third commercial break. Back from break. Gopher's in his cabin with Captain Steubing the horse. Isaac's walked in his cowboy outfit. And I thought this would be, what a great rare Isaac action figure this would be. Isaac,
cowboy
outfit from season 4. I mean,
there you go. We're really filling up the merch store this week.
We just need a partner. We got tons of ideas. We just need a toy maker. Isaac tells
Mattel.
Gopher,
is Mattel still around?
Mattel, Galoob. Are you guys out there?
Yo, you know what the problem is they all make their toys with chromachrome or whatever the hell.
Oh, that's what we can't have that. It's got all that mercury in it. It's not safe for the kids. That's why we don't do it. All of our action figures are bright red. Isaac tells Gopher that they're safe. Steubing went ashore. I always find it odd if the captain leaves the ship. Like, that seems weird.
Everybody left the ship.
I just don't think
the captain left. The doctor left. Yeah, the bartender left.
Before they leave the cabin, Isaac holds out his hand, tells Gopher that he's glad they're buddies. This is that moment I loved. And Gopher says, "Same goes for you." And they both at the same time say, "You better put on your jockey suit." Now, you already knew who was going to be the jockey. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it would have been interesting if it was Isaac.
Isaac's not getting on the back of a horse. Like, Ted Lang is like, look, I'm not playing. Like, even no. They can't agree who's going on the horse. Neither want to do it. Isaac flips. They'll flip a coin. Gopher says, "Tails never fails." They look at the coin, but they don't say anything. Welcome to Acapulco, Mike, and we're at Portillo Park, the prestigious Portillo Park, where their slogan is, "If you like horse racing and you like dirt parking lots, then you'll love Portillo Park." Oh.
Time for the horse race.
Garrett's standing next to, they get the horse over there. Garrett's standing next to his horse with Julie, and they have matching outfits on, too. Julie's dress
very sweet.
matches his.
Julie's got a little hat on.
It makes me feel like we're about to see the Rush Rush music video with Paula Abdul.
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah. That's what I felt like. She tells him she's going to find a good seat. She'll see him in the winner's circle. And Garrett, the biggest jockey, gets on his horse. We see the other jockeys getting on their horses. The village
if you or someone you know has crushed a horse this week.
No kidding.
The village people, annoying horse. I should have gotten a smaller horse.
Well, as horses are, it's hard to. That's why they keep them in a stable, man.
It's for a 2-year-old kid. It's not for a podcast.
It's not proportional. No. If you'd had a full-size horse, that'd have been something. Like,
I should have sat on it, but all the way back there and just had like a boom mic.
Just yelling. Yeah, we could have had like a.
Yeah, for those of you who don't watch our YouTube episode, you got to watch it for like 10 seconds where I had a horse.
Yeah.
So
we have props sometimes. It's good.
Sometimes. Yeah.
The budget, we just got a huge influx in the budget. So
thank God this isn't the Christmas episode because it's hot as hell where we all live.
It is so hot today. Let me just say that. I feel like James Brown, like just the sweat. But that's fine. Uh, the village people have decided they nominated the Native American on the horse, which makes sense if he's a real Native American.
Well, except for the leather man. Like, we don't know what he does. Maybe this is what he does.
I don't know if you can go leather on leather. Can you go leather on horse? Like,
I mean, could he go bareback? Like, is he himself a saddle?
I mean, that does come up. Construction worker says, I thought Indians rode bareback. His words, not mine. Native American, I'm not taking my clothes off. There was a bareback joke in here.
Yeah.
Julie joins Stubing, Doc, and Vicky. Stubing asks if she's seen Isaac or Gopher. We now see Gopher in the back of horse number 6. Stubing sees Isaac, makes him join Doc, Vicky, and Julie to watch the race. They announce all the jockeys. As they walk up to lamp their horses, we see Paul Willis. We see Garrett. We see
the guy who's riding
Magic
El
Knight.
Capitan.
The El Capitan.
Yeah.
A couple, and some of those jockeys look legit in size.
Yeah.
The dustiest racetrack in the world. Here comes Gopher, looking very uncomfortable on a horse. Isaac tries to make a quick getaway, but Stubing the human stops him. Stubing asks why Gopher's on a horse. Isaac explains, and Stubing's not happy.
Now, Mike,
yes,
did you note who the PA announcer for this race was?
I did. I was so overloaded with racetrack enjoyment that who is that?
Someone that if we were watching ABC this night, we would have seen already. Ricardo Montalban.
Oh, was it really?
It was. And
wow.
It's a lot of Montalban. It's actually pretty great because you could always listen to Ricardo Montalban, but he basically is doing all of it. So yeah,
I got to go back and listen to that. Then I think I was so focused that they bring the horses to the starting line. Cliff says to Mrs. Willis, "Paul didn't even notice that we were out dancing until early in the morning.
What else could we do that he wouldn't notice?"
Cliff asked her to come to his cabin at 10:30 tonight. Paul wouldn't
bring
even
oysters.
Notice that.
Bring
Jeez,
oysters.
No kidding. Well, it's almost like the Smuckers guy. Remember the Smuckers commercial? Like if it's with a name like Smuckers, it's got to be good. It's the same with a name like Schmuckers.
Well, I mean, if he's on 4 more times, we'll be able to get to this again.
Nail it.
Yeah,
we're gonna nail it. One man show, but it's the two of us doing impressions.
But just Love Boat character impressions.
That's it. In their characters. Is that right. Christopher George? No. It's more specific than that.
Yeah.
The announcer introduces Kim Holland, and we see all the jockeys lined up. The race starts. Native American immediately falls off Magic Knight, who takes off running.
Magic Knight.
To catch Mark Harmon, apparently. Gopher gets thrown off the horse into a puddle. The Native American on foot is caught up to Gopher and passes him. Now Gopher is racing the Native American on foot.
So let me just say, and again, this is the comeback season of Julie McCoy. But since Gopher hooked up with Julie, he has been put in jail. Almost killed twice.
He's like Super Dave Osborne this season.
And then thrown off a horse.
Yeah. It's great. It's just... It's all slapstick all the time for poor Gopher. Jessica and Paul Willis win the race. Garrett comes in second. Gopher and the Native American continue to race, and the Native American wins by a feather. Kim Holland awards the trophy to Paul and gives him a smooch.
Oh, you like that?
Somebody else, Mrs. Willis, didn't like this. Mrs. Willis sees this and asks Cliff if his offer still stands for a night. Well, of course it does.
Yeah, I only asked you like 3 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, I haven't left. I've been here the whole time.
No, I don't want you now.
No, I've changed my mind. Garrett is walking with Julie and his horse. He's bummed that he didn't win. He says, "Who needs a trophy when I have you as the consolation prize?"
So... Yeah. Before the race, when this was all going on, I had a thought in my head.
What's that?
That I had, for a fleeting second, I thought, oh, is he going to buck off the horse and die or break his neck or something?
I wrote down, are we about to get a City of Angels ending to this story?
I
thought the same thing. I was like, this guy's gonna kick the bucket, and I was like, oh, the damage to Julie.
If they
It was
had
just
come in with Julie like more into it, I think that would have been more of a possibility. But because they
oh,
like were giving Julie like actual like normal reactions, that it didn't
give
happen. But I did
give it
think it for a second.
give it the $1 million baby ending. You know what I mean? Hit your head on that stool, and
Even though
that's
I only
it,
knew you for a couple days,
and that's it. She just leaves him
and
in Acapulco.
but he dies under mysterious
Nobody knows
circumstances.
what happened.
So
Nobody knows
it's
what happened.
you or
It's
someone you
Marv
know.
Prine. Marv Prine killed him.
We might
Kim
hear more about
Holland's
Marv Prine later.
that is true. Kim Holland's still having her picture taken. Tom Benson is watching her.
Again, he's just back there. He's in the background of these pictures now.
We go to our fourth commercial break. Yeah, he ruined every picture.
Like poor
Here and on the
Paul,
ship.
right? Poor Paul Willis has this wonderful moment, right, in his trophy case.
He can't even.
And there's
This
just
son of a
this
bitch in the
creeper back
background,
there.
giving like murder eyes to the camera. We're back on the boat. Isaac and Gopher are standing in Stubing's office getting reprimanded for smuggling a horse onto the ship. Stubing says the thing he can't bear is a horse with the Stubing name finishing last. There's a little stubby in him right there.
Yeah.
Next year, we're buying a horse that can jump.
Stubing saved himself. Stubing saved himself
Yeah.
with this scene. Like this
Yeah.
was like, yeah, this is the difference between season 1 Stubing, who would have tried to be a hard ass the whole time.
He would have wrote it out.
Yeah. So
he could admit the ridiculousness of the situation too.
exactly.
You know, which is good.
Yeah. No harm, no foul. No passengers were murdered by this runaway horse. Great.
Isaac says they sold the horse for $200 more than they paid for him. Stubing says that's just enough to pay for the damages and excuses himself for dinner. And he is starving after what happened last night.
Meanwhile, he's the one who took all the carrots and apples.
You didn't see any hors d'oeuvres at the steeplechase. There's nothing. Oh, why is there a bucket of apples in your bed?
That's where I keep the cash.
Horrible captain's table. Damn it. Eating in secret. In the dining room. We're in the dining room. And here comes Tom Benson. He sees Kim Holland in the dining room. Why is she in the dining room?
Now she doesn't care. I guess now she doesn't care. Yeah.
And she's eating, which pisses the captain off because he's like, "You're just going to eat at a regular table? You want one of my apples?" Tom says, "Just the person I want to see." And Kim, who's just not nice at all, it's so weird. She's like, "What do you want from me?" Like she doesn't know.
Well, I think she's trying to push him away, right?
I don't know. I just think that this person is a completely different person. We'll see. He asked her to get Doris back. She says that she can't do that. He asked for a way to reach her. Kim says she can't do that either. Tom says,
better get a Ouija board. I killed her.
Here's her arm. What can you do other than smile pretty and fool the public into thinking you're wonderful? And then he can't help himself. He says, "Oh, by the way, Gloria's prettier than you."
Like I get it to a point, but like there is a level of can you come back from being that mean to somebody that is that person?
Like I don't want to be with you. This is tells her that he wishes he had never met her. Kim walks up to Stubing and says, "A discontented fan." But come on, you got to wake up pretty early to get one past Stubing.
Especially when he's eavesdropping.
Yeah, that's why you'll never be able to sneak a horse onto a ship. Stubing says, "From where I stood, it seemed more serious than that." I love how he has like thorough insight on people's like super specific situations.
But is this one come up a lot?
Right. Like what? But on the broader, someone snuck a horse on the ship. He's just, what? How did you bamboozled me? It's like he's more aware of the subtleties of relationships than
he's more of a forest through the trees kind of guy. So.
No kidding. Kim says, "I guess I didn't put Doris to rest soon enough. He's in love with her." Stubing, the feeling seems to be mutual, tells Kim to tell him that Doris is really you. Mrs. Willis is in the cabin hallway, decides not to knock on PR 350 and walks away.
She went down there though.
She sure did. We see Mrs. Willis again. Now she's in the stable area. She walks up to a man standing behind the horse. I don't want to do it. I
Confuses
love you, she says.
confuses David Doyle for Alan
No kidding.
Come on.
Jeez. Well, number one, he's not dressed like a cowboy or a jockey, which
That's
is the
true.
dead giveaway. This is not.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, it's Cliff. Cliff says, Paul sold me Jessica, and he can't make their date tonight.
Because I have to wash this horse, I guess.
Yeah, because you're not free now at 10:30 because you're...
Now he's living the horse life.
He's going to go get changed into cowboy gear. I wonder if the cowboy gear was part of the... It probably wouldn't fit. But Doc Isaac can go for a knocking on Julie's cabin door. She answers. Doc asks if she made a decision on Garrett yet. Everybody slow down, man. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Julie said she decided, but wants Garrett to be the first to know, and she leaves the cabin.
So here's what I will say.
And then all hell breaks loose. Yeah.
Right. What I will say is, and sometimes this does happen, in a 90-minute episode, things shouldn't feel rushed, but there does seem to be like a scene missing that would have made this a little more sense. Like, I like that Julie didn't go full the other way, where it was like, the Chenault thing where she had like,
It could have, though.
inner monologue and all. But I'm saying, like, she kind of went from they had a lovely exchange at the racetrack to I've already kind of decided, and she clearly is like a no, but they're weirdly vague about that or the why. Like, there should have been a scene somewhere. It's just weird that they didn't have a scene.
No context there.
Right.
Yeah. And I feel like after this point with the storyline, I don't like how it was just.
I don't like how they got there, but it did have my second hilarious line in it. So
fair enough. Julie walks over to Garrett's cabin, and he's smooching with that woman that he saw in the
gown woman.
In Acapulco. Julie says, "What do you call this?" And Garrett says, "Bad timing."
I laughed so hard.
It was pretty. That's a bold line.
Bad timing.
If you or someone you know has got bad timing. Julie says, "I thought you loved me." He says, "I do." She says, "You just showed me how much." So Julie leaves, and the blonde lady he was making out with says it worked. And ask, what a bimbo job she had. Let me just make out with you, and ask him why he didn't just tell her that he changed.
Yeah, I wonder who she was. Like, I wonder if she like won a contest or
if you or someone you know want to be on the Love Boat. Sorry. Garrett says, "I do want to marry her. She just shouldn't want to marry me. I'm not the right man for her."
Which, again, fine if you get there, but where's that scene? Like, there just needed to be one more scene with one of them.
All he had to do was say that to her.
Yeah, this was a very egotistical move by Mr. Garrett.
I've been in those situations where you almost plant a seed where later on you can use it, which sounds terrible, but it's almost like old relationships where like, okay, I'll agree to that.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's just ammunition. You know what I mean? Knowing like, well, that's my way
and
out.
That's why you were the Cosmopolitan most eligible bachelor.
Well, 2.
Yeah.
Number 2, not number
fair.
1. Yeah.
That's fair.
That's,
Second, and remember, second place is just first loser.
That's right. And on a horse, you always come in second, right? Isn't that what he said?
No.
Something like that?
No,
you can get a good look at a T-bone. What is it? Julie's standing at the railing, and she's joined by Garrett, who tells her that he loves her. Which Julie says, "You have to be kidding me."
Yeah.
Tells her you can't resist beautiful women. Julie takes off the
Some people like sweets. Some people like cigarettes.
Yeah, like some people like bottles of ketchup. Some people like she takes a necklace off, tells him that the man in her life has to be the only man in her life, which was great. Great. She gives him back the necklace. He tells her to keep it. He said it's the second time today that he finished in second. "Julie, you're a special lady, and I'll always love you." And then they laugh, and everything's cool now.
Julie really did take this in a way that she's never really taken any of this before, in a very good way. But I don't think she ever really. But I think she really was like, "This is ridiculous." But I'll play. Yeah. I'll play along. Who's that hurting? I'll get a nice seat at the race.
To your point, you said, and I could wear a matching outfit. I would look great.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it probably wasn't no.
Yeah.
Right.
It's probably no the whole way.
It's probably a no the whole way.
Yeah. You know why? Because Julie this season, Julie's choosing Julie.
Well, that's right. And you ask Julie, you go, why? And she goes, because he's like 1,000,000 years old. And
Well,
he
plus
can't
we
seem to
just
solve a
met.
mystery.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
just,
It's true.
you
Plus he
can't
doesn't
solve anything.
he's always out late.
Yeah. I lose
That
my
trench
keys.
coat is soaked.
He's gone for a week. If you or someone you know lost keys to a
Do you know how
Buick
many phone
Regal,
calls we get on that 800 number?
Jesus, I
I
get no
can't
sleep.
sleep.
This is terrible. Mrs. Willis is walking in the cabin hallway. Paul sees her and runs to her.
Runs down. Way to go,
Wow.
Alan.
They were both looking for each other. She asked why he sold Jessica. Paul said the price was right, and he agreed to never see you again. Tells her that he loves her, and we finally found out that her first name is Louise.
Yeah.
Which they
I like
thought,
this. I like
yeah,
this because I like them. And like I said,
yeah,
it's sad because he dies like 6 months later. So this is like very heartfelt in my viewing of it, but it was very nice, you know.
it was
So
nice. They smooch. He promises that from now on they'll have nothing to. I think it makes the sweeter scenes sweeter when there's something there
absolutely.
too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Louise may accept maybe a little horsing around, and they smooch again. All right, here comes that wacko Tom Benson, Mike. Looking over the rail. Here comes Doris. The hell did you come from, Doris? She sneaks up on Tom. He's
Hello.
like, what? Yeah. Hello. Right. But she forgets the region of, or imagine if she just goes full like that Brad Pitt
Good day.
thing and that
Or like good day. Like
just shrimp on the Barbie and whatnot. She's an actress, by the way. They both missed each other. He tells her he loves her. She asks, no matter what? Here we go again. She removes,
even if I
look slightly different. She removes the no contacts, no fake nose, just a and a.
yeah.
Hey, Mike, it's me. Really, it's me. Look,
Yeah.
it's
Like look,
still me.
look, it's me.
It's still me.
So
Yeah, it's crazy. She explains that she loves him and wants a chance to make up for things. Tom asked who she's gonna be. Here's where the Sybil thing. She says June Westheimer, ordinary girl from Milwaukee.
okay.
Tom says, I feel like the four of us are going to be very happy with each other.
So my assumption is that Kim Holland is a stage name.
Right. And
June's
that like her.
June is her actual name, and she's from Milwaukee.
But I don't think we're talking actual names. I'm thinking like personas. Gloria has an accent. Does Kim's speaking voice the same as June Westheimer's speaking voice? A question I never thought I would ask when I woke up this morning.
No, I assume she's got a heavy Milwaukee accent.
Oh, absolutely. That's good.
You want to go to see the Packers?
Oh,
it's a lot of that. So
a lot of like Warsh, like things like that.
Yeah.
We go to our final commercial break. Now, it looked like a commercial break, and I saw it on the. No, I watched it on Paramount, but I also have that jump drive, and I watched this on the jump drive. Wasn't sure if it was commercial. I think it was, but I'm not sure. We're back in LA. Uh-oh, Mike. We haven't seen Stubing work the two sticks in a long time. Was it season one since he was working the sticks?
And he clearly was jealous of all that Panama Canal chatter. So.
He's like, how am I? You guys aren't going to let me work the sticks in the canal? And they're like, no,
no, definitely not. But you can tell you what, you can use the intercom if you want and ask somebody to come do something. So.
They're like, why is there cinnamon sugar on the sticks, Captain Stubing?
It'd be funny if he was like, all right, Princess Line, bring the lines around, and also a couple crawlers. It was just...
Oh, a couple old fashions. Give me some jellies.
Just make it an even dozen.
Julie saying goodbye to passengers as Garrett walks up. He says goodbye and hopes she doesn't remember him unkindly. She said she won't and tells her to take care of the red sneakers and don't touch them because they will kill you.
Yep. And she is very good at this.
Yeah.
Another great Lauren Chu's piece of acting here at the end. After he walks away, she gives him a look, and then she definitely has that moment of like what could have been kind of, yeah. And then but it was just like 100%. She is so good at it is crazy, and I hesitate because I feel like I wonder if we're going to be on a roller coaster across seasons or
Could be.
sections or whatever. But it's like this is as good as she was in season 1 and season
I
2.
thought she was good, unless
Right.
this is an
This
old episode.
whole year so
Yeah.
far, she's
Yeah.
been the Julie we really like.
100%.
And it makes me think, okay, was last year what we think it was? And does that mean there's going to be more of that
Or
too?
maybe it's going to get better.
It's going to get better. It's
before
going to
it
get
gets-
worse. Right. It's like, it's
We'll
just going to
see.
be, I guess we don't know. So regardless, she's been great this season.
And I agree. She did that thing where he walks away and she kind of shrugs her shoulders a little bit to give that subtleties on that was great.
Like to me, she is Doc's doing okay, but she's running away with
She's
best crew
killing
member
it this year.
Yeah,
I agree.
so.
Peter and Louise are saying goodbye to Isaac and Gopher. Louise tells them they're taking another cruise in a few months to London, a second honeymoon.
Oh, maybe I'll run into
Isaac
the secretary.
Could be.
Hello.
Isaac asks if there's a big steeplechase coming there. Peter, really? What a coincidence. Here comes Cliff. I wanted to say goodbye. Wish Jessica and I good luck at the London steeplechase. Louise tells Cliff that she'll be there too. Peter, who's going to London? Niagara Falls is the place for a second honeymoon, so he's trying to avoid the old Cliff bomb again.
Like, so I have a
Peter
question. Did
sir.
Cliff? I don't know a lot about how you transport a horse. I mean, a horse. I've seen those horse
They
things,
swim.
right?
Yeah, they can
No.
swim.
No. I've
Like
seen
a
those like
shinkansen.
trailers, right? That you hook up to a car or something. But like, did he show up with one of those because he thought he was going to be able to buy this horse?
He just
or like,
always has
is
one.
he taking? Is he
his
like
gimmick.
taking the? He's like taking the bus with the horse. Like,
He knows nothing about horses either. He knows nothing about horses. He's walking off the ship with this horse. He doesn't have shit. He's just going to be like, well, shit, now
I
what?
got caught up in the moment.
Yeah,
So
I guess I'm walking home. I don't know. I don't know what to do now.
I really just wanted to sleep with Betty White. It's went
Just
terribly
really.
wrong.
Now I'm stuck with this stupid horse, and
I'm
now I'm
out.
broke.
I'm out 110 grand.
Tom and Kim walk downstairs in the lobby. Steubing tells them goodbye. She thanks them. They leave together. Village people are getting off the boat. They thank Steubing. They take the Native American's feathered headdress off and put it on Steubing. Steubing loves this. But then the Native American totally leaves with his hat, which I am not cool with. Gopher says, where's our next cruise? The Indian Ocean?
Wah, wah.
End of episode, Mike.
Boy, they love these little buttons on the end of them
They
this
love it.
season. So, all right. Tools in a recap. We are currently sitting at the best episode as the first episode of the season, which was the Julie Gopher Tryst. Worst episode. I had the first two-parter. You had the second two-parter.
Yeah.
I think this is the best episode of the season. And I will fully admit, and I think,
I agree.
I mean, like, if you want to get technical, maybe it's not the best episode, but it was the most fun. And it might be a point in time where we're very tired. It's been a lot. 8 hours is a lot of Love Boat in a very short period of time. But this was just fun and light. It was fun and light, and you didn't have to think too hard. And they didn't try too hard, honestly.
No, it was fine. It was fine.
And it was really good. And I think I just enjoyed it more than anything we've seen so far this season. And maybe that's
it moved.
You know,
it moved
exactly.
Well, but again, anything moves well when you're in the midst of 8 hours of Love Boat episodes to begin a season. Like they really.
And while there obviously was padding, it didn't feel like padding.
No,
like even the race didn't feel like padding.
No, it was part of the story.
So,
it wasn't gratuitous. I thought it was fine, but no, I agree with you on that.
And I will be very curious now that we're done with these 5. I think we're going to get into the normal 1 hour episodes. And we were talking before the show that we think maybe we're going to actually be in the post strike time. So I'll be curious to see now what happens, because it's been
the tone changes.
It's just been a weird, wild first 5 episodes. Like the star power alone is not going to be matched here for a while.
God, no.
You know,
well, we say that, but
this was pretty heavy though. Consistently, like you're not going to have whole episodes with stars, you know.
No. It was great.
Captain of the week.
Oh, I have to give it to Julie. It's a rough one, but I think for her, to me, she kind of shined above everybody else. I like the way she's going. I like the fact that they didn't put more like emotional baggage on her character and have it
Yeah.
another traumatic. For me, it was Julie this week.
Always agree. Robert Stack obviously was really good too, but that storyline got a little weird. I'm going to go with the businessman / horseman #1 and Betty White. I thought that was really just a nice, quiet storyline, and like I said, I just enjoyed. It was very endearing, knowing all the kind of off stuff too. But I enjoyed, and again, that's one of those classic ones where you put two crappy actors I don't care about in there. That's probably just a boring D storyline. So
Well, you care about them. The chemistry makes
exactly,
you care. It's
exactly,
great.
yeah. And then David Doyle was good too, just as a ridiculous. David
He's
Doyle is now
always
just
good,
a
man.
ridiculous character, right? Yeah,
It's he's just he's like for eternally a horn dog, basically.
yeah. I love that in our lives, that's what he is. So, worst of the week, walk the plank.
I gotta say, Tom Benson. We talked about how in his first role, we both liked him better as a character. You know what I mean? I don't think he brought anything special to it.
No,
It was a simple thing, and I almost wish, like we said, it was a Tom
done
Hanks
differently,
somebody with some
or done
layers.
differently for him. Yeah,
done differently.
I will say the fact that I did not know it was Jim Wright until we started recording softens it a little bit for me.
Sure.
But I thought he was terrible.
Yeah, he was
and
really bad,
I thought the character was weirdly fleshed out. Like that's a worst of the year candidate.
Yeah, I agree. Bad storyline
like,
too. I mean, it
bad
didn't
storyline.
didn't have much to work with. But
like Lonnie Anderson tried, but like that wasn't. And then the stooping part was bad. Yeah, that was a bad storyline too.
I mean, we could have buried Lonnie Anderson for the accent, right? But I almost feel like that's less.
Yeah, that's the least worst part of yeah. So. Plus, I'm always a sucker for media that shows up on the boat.
100%, 100%.
And that's Tales and Recap for this week.
Plugs, hitting season Patreon, absolutely hammered. It is World Cup season. But when you're cheering from the stands or tuning in from home, this is the podcast you need. Grab your bat, your cap, and your Phillies pride. Crack open a beer. Enjoy a weekly Phillies happy hour with Chris Jones, Justin Clue, and our very own Mike Robertson. Check out Absolutely Hammered on the Hitting Season Patreon.
We'll be reviewing we'll actually be reviewing the All-Star game this week because the All-Star game
in good old
is tomorrow if you're listening when this comes out. So yeah, All-Star game in Philadelphia.
I can't. That's going to be fun. You can find us anywhere you find your audio podcasts. FYI, we are the 229th ranked TV review podcast according to Apple Podcasts in Canada. So thank you, Canada.
Now, does this put us in the running to be on the Canadian Walk of Fame located in Toronto?
That's a great question. I mean, we're new on the charts. I don't know how high you need to be.
Spread the word, Canadian listeners. Canada. Get us on the Canadian Walk of Fame.
Get us there.
Right on top of Monty Hall's star.
Oh, it'd be great. So, I want my first trip to Canada to be my Hall of Fame trip to Canada. I've never been there. So,
yeah.
Again, you can find us anywhere you find your audio podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, all of the locations. If you could, press that download, press that subscribe, leave us a review. It goes a long way. You can also email us, loveboatproject@gmail.com.
You've got mail.
We do, from our friends through the Instagram account.
Ooh.
We have two different ones this week. First of all, our friend Diane lets us know about star of episode 2, Don Most.
Ooh,
we had made a big deal that Donnie Most, no facial hair, Don Most,
right, mustache,
does have facial hair. Turns out that Don Most is currently, I think it maybe has since finished up its run, but in stage production of On Golden Pond.
Was he playing the Fonda role?
I assume he's playing the Fonda role, which is wild that he's that old.
Jane Fonda role or the Henry Fonda role?
Apparently he has facial hair, which makes him Don Most. So he is Don Most.
Interesting.
In that role. So I'm sure that it's every actor's goal to have our show tagged in a comment
Oh,
promoting their
yeah.
program. So
Yeah.
thank you, Diane, for getting the word out there.
Appreciate that. That'd be
And for letting
interesting.
us know, keeping up on Don Most's career. Second one from our friend Helen. This is very important. She found Love Boat action figures. So
I've heard that they existed. I've never seen them, but I've heard that they exist.
we maybe at some point have to get them, and I think we just enact the scenes
Yeah.
like
The
as we're
whole
talking.
podcast is going to
Like,
change. It's
as
going to be
we're
like a
talking.
claymation.
Yeah.
We're going to write our own. We're bringing the boat back.
It's basically just Rudolph. Like we're just doing that.
That's what it is. Stop motion. Absolutely. Yeah, I saw those. I don't think it's a Necco brand, a big action figure brand from the 70s. But yeah, I saw the full set. They have the Vicky.
Yeah.
They have them all. So
Yeah. So
I'm
very,
quite a
very
geek about
exciting.
stuff like
So,
that. So it's on my. That is not sold in the project
I mean, it's
gift
not.
shop, unfortunately. We just
It's
have action
it's
figures
not at
of
the merch
Mike
store.
and I.
No, it's not
It's
as good
just
as
Mike.
the. It's not as good as the Love Boat Project.
Exactly.
It's not as good as the Love Boat Project magnet that I have on my refrigerator. But
That's right. The smallest magnet. And also look soon for the Host bobblehead set. It's a 2-pack. We'll keep you updated on that. I did look ahead at the next
And
episode.
there's one of the
Mike.
horse.
Yeah. Next episode, Cindy Jerome is back. Witchcraft, Mike. Witchcraft.
Those fingers through my hair.
And we have 2 huge first timers coming aboard. First one is Isabel Sanford. That's right,
Ooh.
Louise Jefferson herself. And a young Lorenzo Lamas, long before he rode off as TV's favorite renegade, Reno Reigns.
Wow.
We'll have them on there as well.
That is an eclectic cast, to say the least. So I'm excited about Isabel Sanford, though. I don't know that I've ever seen her in anything beyond
The Jeffersons?
the Jeffersons. Yeah.
I don't think so either. So
Plus,
I look forward to that.
Always an excuse to sing the Jeffersons theme song. So
beans don't burn in the kitchen. That's the only thing I know. Well, thank you, Mike, again, and thank you all for joining us for episode 82. The project continues, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.